Chris, just give me that countdown, and we do have
Do it.
to
Do a good
come in a
job.
little bit
We're in.
after. Okay. Thanks for
Alright.
coming down, everybody. Welcome to the stream. You're watching Pungent Masters playing our campaign called Starcrossed. Okay, Starcrossed Horizons.
It's easy for you to say.
No.
Those are crass terms.
I've been imbibing
He's got his
a little bit.
words star-crossed.
Exactly. Starcrossed Horizons. It is a homebrew campaign set in the Pathfinder world of Golarion. We're using the Pathfinder 2nd Edition rule set. And yeah, we've been hanging out in the city of Vyre lately. But before we get into all of that, I do have a hot discussion question for everybody.
Okay.
Which is, what is your favorite or most hated Christmas song? It's Christmas edition.
Oh, goddamn.
And you can't repeat what somebody else said, because I know somebody's going to start out with the most hated one.
I worked in a fucking retail store for 7
you
years.
hate them all.
man. I hate all of them.
Yeah.
It's got to be favorite or most hated, Dom. We'll start with Dom.
Anything by Mariah Carey or Michael Bublé.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean,
Just
yeah.
throw
That's-
both of them to the wind. You know,
Look,
fucking awful.
Sean
That's-
had his Christmas concert last night, and
Oh, yeah.
the jazz band did "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Burn
He
the
came
place
home.
down.
He came home one day and he said, "Dad, guess what song we're doing in jazz band for the Christmas concert?" I said, "What?" He said, "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey.
Oh no.
And I said, "Well, that's great, because now that you know it, you can play it for your girlfriend."
I thought you were gonna say I'm not showing up.
No,
I'll
no,
see you at the next one, son.
Yeah.
I'll be at the next one.
no. But they did a great job. I actually did go because this was my first time meeting his new girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Look at him.
she's a real sweetheart. He
Good.
did good. I'm proud of him.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations to Sean if you're
Yeah.
watching.
He's
That's
not.
right.
He's playing at the
Not.
basketball game tonight, so not in the basketball game, but at
No
the basketball
excuse.
I mean,
game.
I know he's going to catch the VOD. So
Surely.
whenever-
That's right. Yeah.
Surely he's going to like and subscribe and
Watch all the ads. You
hit-
know.
click that notification button so that you know that every time we upload a new video.
Yeah. And
Right.
be sure to sign up for our Patreon and OnlyFans.
Can we say that?
I send
Can we?
I send the
Sure we
patrons
can. We don't have it,
every
but
month.
just...
I don't know. Every time that I see someone like, they always say something else instead of OnlyFans. They say my OnlyFans or my Only site or something like that.
It's like you're not allowed to say the word dead or kill on YouTube anymore.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Nope.
Well,
Yeah, do
we
that
won't be able to post this video.
Nope.
Yep.
This is gonna. Yep.
I think it only matters if you have viewers. I mean,
Oh, that's probably.
I mean,
that is probably
you
a
got
prerequisite.
something there.
Which
So-
brings me to my favorite Christmas song by the Killers, "Don't Shoot Me, Santa Claus."
I don't know that I've
Okay.
heard that.
I'm not familiar.
Killers,
Oh.
great band.
Yeah, I
Yep.
love the Killers. Is it Killers or the Killers?
The
Killers.
The Killers.
It's the Killers.
Yep.
Fun
The
fact:
Killers.
I actually saw them in concert when I was in Utah for that conference. They did a show. It's pretty
Was
neat.
it just a
That is a fun
like a
fact.
stadium full of Mormons?
No, I mean it was people all over the country. It was a
That's religious
Stadium
or
full,
something?
yeah, of Mormons.
I'm
No,
not sure what
no.
that is, but I
Is that
feel
a
like
Christian?
no,
it
because
is.
I'm
It
pretty
is,
sure
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that
Oh.
the
Stay
company
in Utah, it's full of Mormons.
I'm pretty sure that the company putting on the conference for the software company is probably run by primarily Mormons.
More
Hmm.
husbands.
Wow. More women? We'll just keep going.
Yeah.
So I gotta agree with Dom. You know, there's a lot of songs that I just like, mostly by the Blue Blaze and the Mariah Careys and whatnot. But that one that
Yeah.
I linked to you guys earlier, that Merry Christmas.
No, that one was great.
That's-
That
that
was
thing-
really good.
It's
That's a
actually
banger.
like
Yeah.
stuck in my head all the time now.
This
Would you
sweet
say
beat
that's
in the
your
background
favorite?
was
Skeet
so
Skeet is so
good.
classy.
Yes, dude, the background singer, when the background singers come in with skeet, skeet, I died.
Yeah,
Skeet,
I would have to
skeet.
say that's my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah, that's a good choice. I like that
Yeah.
one. Chris, what do you got?
Mine is going to be Little Drummer Boy by Pentatonics.
That's your favorite?
Ah,
Yes, as a favorite.
Nice. Yeah,
No, hands down.
hands down. B-Will, what do you got?
So the Killers.
The Killers.
Oh, he already said the Killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm terrible at remembering who said what in these discussions.
It sounds like you
How
don't
much-
listen to what we say.
I really don't. I
How
really
much?
don't.
How much wine have you had to drink already?
Not even, like, barely even touch the top of the bottle. Look at this. This is
Look
how
at it.
sad it is.
Wow,
But, you know, I've been doing the keto diet, so
it's gonna.
it hits you
Yeah, some
faster.
excuses.
How long?
dude.
How long have you been on? How long have you been doing it?
This is, I think I'm rounding out week 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you should be in ketosis by now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I dipped out. Of course, we had the anniversary recently, so I had that was a cheat day because we went out and ate at a nice place here in town.
Yeah, I'm leaving for Louisiana on the 29th, so it's going to be a cheat weekend for me.
Nice, nice. Yeah,
Not that I'm on a
you-
diet or anything.
Right? Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, is that like how at work it was just a cheat
It
week?
was a
Every
cheat
week was
week.
cheat week.
Yeah. Yeah. I still I identify as keto.
That's right. Yeah, that's what's important. I guess my favorite. I'm gonna go with an old school. I'm gonna say "Oh Holy Night" is
Mm,
my favorite Christmas song.
Who sings that?
everybody.
Everybody.
Well,
yeah.
the old school one. Yeah, I know which
Yeah,
one
I'm
you're
just
talking
talking.
about.
I
Who
don't
sings it?
know. I don't know a particular performance that I care for, but just the song itself in general. It's a carol. The carol.
I know if any of you like metal.
Nat King Cole. That's who I'm thinking of.
August Burns Red
Yes.
does
Yes, they do.
a Christmas Burns Red every year.
Yes.
Really good.
Yeah, very good. As far as my favorite Christmas artists, obviously it's going to be Trans-Siberian Orchestra and
Yeah.
and Bing Crosby.
Gotta love the
Yeah.
Bing,
Yep.
Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, all the goodies.
Yeah, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Was it Dance with the Sugar Plum Fairies that they're really famous for?
Carol of the Bells.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Carol. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
what is it? It's called? It's I hadn't listened to anything yet. It's,
yeah. That's right. Carol of the Bells. Dance with the Sugar Plum Fairies is.
Which I think they did one of those too, because they've
Yeah, I
got
think
two
they did.
albums. But the Carol of the Bell, Christmas Eve in Sarajevo
Mhm.
is what their version of Carol of the Bells is called.
Yeah, and that's the one that's like. Dun, 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 right?
Yeah.
Dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
I like that.
Beautiful. We got
Yeah.
the pentatonics right here.
Mm.
Okay.
No, we don't.
There are 5 of us.
I wasn't doing anything. So just the 4 of you.
I mean, you're
And you
here.
were crushing it.
You were here, and you did the best.
You're the
Yeah.
face, Tom.
I
Yeah.
was existing.
So, fun fact for you there, Ted, was the Old Holy Night. Adolf Adam was the original composer
Yes.
Hmm.
back
Oh,
in
really?
1844.
Back when you could name your kids Adolf.
That's-
Yes.
Not an
Or it's
option.
Adolphe, one of the two, but I'm pretty sure it's Adolf.
I mean, you could, but you'll just sign them up for a life of,
Right.
Ridicule and
ridicule and harassment
prejudice.
His
Yeah.
name is Adolf, but we'll call him Ad for short.
Fun fact,
Dang.
did you know that the word Adolf is a contraction of the German words Adelwolf, which means noble wolf?
Look at that German coming into play tonight, man.
Yeah.
Had to come in handy sometime.
You know?
I saw a fun
Stay in
fact
school,
today.
stay in school, kids.
Joy to the World was actually a composition about Jesus' second coming, not his first.
Which one?
Joy to the World
Oh.
I
wasn't
see.
intended to be a Christmas song at all. Now, I don't know how true that is. I just saw it today, and it's the first time I've heard it, so usual disclaimers apply.
Make sure you do your fact checking, as Dom
Yeah, do your fact
shared with us
checking.
earlier. If we told you that Kroger was started by Kenny Rogers, and that's why it's called Rogers, you would probably believe it.
It would be Kroger's.
Rogers.
True facts.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about that. Why don't we talk about some Pathfinder Second Edition? Last time, this is something we used to do a lot. I would have you guys recap. So why don't we have you guys just tell us what you remember from last session, what you liked, what you didn't like. No, we don't have to do all that, but just tell me what you remember. Chris, we'll start with you.
Okay, we took a job. It was pushed as a very an extremely dangerous job. It was described, if I had to put it on a scale, a DDO scale, like a Reaper 5 difficulty.
That would have been fair. The description was right about that.
And then it turned out it wasn't that tough. I don't really remember what we fought. Holy cow.
It was a Barghest.
It was
a wounded Barghest.
A wounded Barghest, yep. Yep.
Yeah, I mean...
We were investigating some murders, or disappearances.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, we presume that the Barghest was responsible for the disappearances. We believe somebody...
Look at that fancy flip work.
Yeah, that was really clean notebook.
The disappearance of 8 people. I didn't get the name, did I? I didn't write the dude's name that summoned the Barghest. I don't know that we ever actually decided. Oh, but we also discovered in the midst of that a hidden shrine to Norgabur. And once we did all that, we found some goodies and received our payment for services rendered.
Okay. All right. Let's go with Dom. Do you remember anything that Chris didn't already talk about? I mean, he kind of went long, so I'm sorry.
I would like to add, welcome to Norgorber, home of the Norgorber.
That's
Can
right.
I take your Norgorber?
Norgorder.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, we started off...
I prefer mine medium rare.
We started off the sesh with them waking up in a some spa, like bathhouse or whatever. I met up with them, talked to them about the job. We went and talked to the neighbor. I'm drawing a blank on his name. He gave us some information about the owner of the house and the people.
Was that John the barkeep? He's the one that paid us, I think.
He's the one who paid us, but John the barkeep was the one who pointed us in the direction of the homestead and Sunshade. When we were there, we talked to the neighbor for a bit, then we went to the house, kind of gauged the perimeter of the home after talking to him, went in through the back door, as you do, breaking the door down. As soon we walked around a little bit and then walked in, saw the goblin. Goblin freaked out a bit and was trying to explain itself. Svalder grappled him. He turned into the Barghest. Svalder pretty much immediately became confused and was worthless the entire fight, as what always happens to my characters.
Yeah,
every time.
But
every
time.
We got out of the way early, Dom.
It was on like Goblin Kong.
So fight went fairly smoothly. Besides, Movat getting crit upon, but besides that, the Barghest did miss a lot. That fight should have gone completely differently if it didn't miss like 4 attacks.
Yeah, but, totally should have killed me.
It did take 2 people out of the fight, you and myself, because I had to restrain you.
So after we killed the Barghest, we found the trap door underneath the stairwell going up. We found the trap door going down, which, as Chris said, was the little shrine in Norgorber. We found 2 chests in there. the hatch was trapped, and then we went in, found the temple, 2 chests. One was trapped, one was not. I don't remember the exact contents, but the trapped chest had the dagger that Wesley identified as a thing that He has currently. We had to really tell Movat not to burn the oil puddle in the corner, when Spalder ended up just shifting Earth, moving the oil away, which Wesley identified as most likely leftover, like, fatty stuff from devoured peoples. After that, we took our trophy from the bar guest, left the home, went to the bartender, gave him the trophy, told him what happened. He gave us monies. Balder bought a gate attenuator and gave everyone their share as well. I don't remember what happened after that.
I think
that was a pretty thorough retelling.
That was very good. If I were
Ribs?
GM,
Ribs, do you have anything to add to that?
So, funny thing, in the move, I lost all my notes.
Well,
There
okay.
you go. I have nothing.
Wow.
I don't take notes.
He just
That's
takes
you.
them up here.
You're different. Some
you-
people can take
Bill,
orders without writing them down,
I
too.
had them in my beard.
did you?
Be well, do you remember anything that the others forgot?
I mean, I don't remember this thing about Movat trying to start a fire. I don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, no, other than that.
Seems like Luke is having a deep struggle on getting into the Discord. Anybody got any ideas what's going on there?
Let's see if he can join any voice channel, then we can just yank him.
Okay.
Probably should mute my Discord notification sounds for the sake of the viewers.
OBS should automatically put Discord into stream mode and does that for you.
Okay. Well,
Hell
You see that
never
little purple bar at the top of Discord.
purple bar on top of.
If it's not there, then you might have to actually enable that, so my bad.
Is that
Rip.
going to be a thing in Discord or OBS
Yeah.
or Discord?
No, in Discord. Discord.
I will look into that then. Well, you
Rest in
guys.
pieces.
Swing says same here.
A deep strugglebooze.
That's weird.
It's like they're on a different channel than we are.
Yeah. I mean, I was having that issue earlier until I actually had to close Discord, hard close. Because after it refreshed, it did like some kind of a long update and it was having issues connecting to the server.
Luke said he uninstalled and reinstalled. I mean, that would definitely...
But did he reboot in between? Technical troubleshooting 101. Uninstall, reboot. Uninstall, reboot.
Yeah, restarting the computer can't go wrong. Well, hopefully we can get that stuff sorted out as we go here. As I mentioned before, we are going to do a little downtime to start the session tonight.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. So with downtime, we're just going to have this pass very quickly. It's going to be 1 week of downtime. Feel free to describe what your characters are doing, or, if you want to get into details, but, generally speaking, we'll try and keep each of these very short, just so we can move through it. Does anybody in particular want to be the one who starts us off?
I will.
To Chris,
Mine's going to be easy, I think.
what does Wesley do with his downtime?
I think he's just going to attempt to make some side cash. Probably. Let's see, I thought about using diplomacy to maybe mediate some disputes, but I don't think this is the town for that. I think they have their own ways to resolve.
I mean, you could do like maybe between traders and stuff like that. I could see that.
Okay. Yeah, it was either going to be that or, well, yeah. Because if the diplomacy fails, I may try the intimidation route if necessary.
Okay.
But yeah.
As I mentioned off stream that I would let you guys choose your task level. So you may choose from 0 to 3. If you want to try to find more difficult work, you may attempt a diplomacy check to gather information. And if you pass that check, you'll be able to try a task level 4. But obviously, there's risk and reward here. Like the higher task level you go for, the more likely you are to fail, the less likely you are to critically succeed. So I leave it up to you guys to choose. Your character would go out and try to find work that they're capable of doing, right? Like that would be inherent in, it's not just going to be random. So that's why I'm going to say you guys can kind of pick where you want to land. So what do you think Wesley's going to do?
He would absolutely. I think Wesley's motivations are not necessarily the reward, but the experience.
Yeah.
So I feel like he would try the. I mean, if he came across something that was more difficult, I do think that he would try that as opposed to. Yeah. So
do you want to try to unlock that task level 4?
Yes.
Okay, give me a Diplo check. It's going to be DC 18.
Okay. Oh, baby.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you may attempt a task level 4.
Okay.
So what that means is that you're going to roll your diplomacy check again, and this time the DC is going to be 19 for task level 4.
Oh.
Okay. It's doable.
Oh.
Not today. Not today. That's all right.
Okay.
So close.
So that is a failure. You do still earn 1 silver piece on a fail of task level 4. So on the second day, you can try again. Now, what I'm going to say is that the way the rules work in Pathfinder 2nd Edition is that you can at any time say, like, that check I just got, let's run that through the week and cash out, right? Or you can keep rolling each day. What I'm going to say is if you get a success, then you got to lock it in. You can't like just keep rolling to hope for a critical success.
Okay.
But if you start with a failure, then I'm going to let you keep trying. So day 2, you go ahead and roll that Diplo.
Try it again for sure.
The DC doesn't go up; it stays the same.
Mm-hmm.
16. Nope. Oof.
Another failure.
So
1 silver piece.
Still 2. So I'm up to 2 silver.
Day 3.
He's learning. Oof.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Silver piece.
Still not a crit failure. Okay. I mean, eventually.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay, so on day 4, you do pull out a success. Now, are you trained expert? No, you have to be trained, right?
Just trained, yeah.
Okay. So you earn 7 silver pieces on day 4, and then you'll also earn that for days 5, 6, and 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So 7 times 4 is odd number. Yep.
28 plus the 2. 3.
Yeah. So 31 silver pieces total, or 3 gold and 1 silver. Okay. So you're basically just like throughout the week, you make some contacts with various traders on the docks, and you start working with people, and you're like, hey, let me settle this dispute, and you pull out a little bit of arbitrage profit, shall we say. Very cool. So let's go to Gribbets. You said Bromir is going to be doing some fighting during the downtime, right?
Yeah, a little bit of this and that. So along with that, just you know, going to the bar that I originally picked up that one job from, the Headless Chicken or whatever the name of the bar was.
It was called the Absent Chicken.
The Absent Chicken. There was no chicken at all.
The chicken is a lie.
They only served
and
duck.
did a little bouncer work, I want to say, after a fight broke out, and I'd say the tavern keeper, the innkeeper, liked how I took work with some of the guys that were making a ruckus, and said, "Hey, while you're here, if you want to take some time and throw your few coin or whatnot, and look over the bar and whatnot, keep things from getting too rowdy," and also kind of turned me on to this this underground, not so underground establishment that
An overground, underground kind
an
of situation.
under middle ground
A middle
fighting
ground. It's important to
pit,
find the middle ground.
hill place, you know, and people don't talk about it very much though.
Right.
And so yeah, I
you
went there and I met some people and I got to talking to them, and could eventually become something later on. We'll see.
So yeah, the guy that he sets you up with after you kind of help him out, he gives you a contact to kind of get in touch with this not IFPA certified fighting place, is a gentleman by the name of Aiden Cawthon, who is a as you kind of get to know him, you learn that he is himself a fighter and a trainer, and he specializes in grappling moves, like groundwork, that kind of stuff. And you get the impression that you could potentially have a lot to learn from this guy.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll me an earn income check for your, just your fight pits, your bouncing, all that kind of stuff. We're going to roll into one check. I would say athletics probably would be most appropriate here.
Okay.
What task level do you think Bromir is going to go for? So I kind of imagine in this case, task level equates to like, is he taking the really hard fights? Like, is he, does he go for the higher end, or is he just kind of like trying to work his way up on some like easy basic staples?
I want to say that he would try the higher stuff first, and depending on how well of a success it is, then he might tone it down and realize, you know what, maybe I do have to learn a few things.
Right.
So then I might go down. I'd start at a 3, and if that doesn't work, if I could, go down to a level 2 or maybe a 1 or whatnot, depending on what the role is.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's go for that. So your DC for the level 3 is going to be 18.
All right. Oh,
beautiful. Okay, yeah. So Bromir, like first day out, he wins the first couple of matches, and these are, there's not too much riding on them. They're kind of early matches because the people there are sort of feeling out your strengths and stuff too. But you do earn 5 silver from the first day. And then we can just carry that all the way through to day 7. So it'll be 7 times 5 is 35 silver pieces.
Nice.
So I love this example because that's a perfect example of how going for the easier task can actually get you more money, because you earn more than Wesley did with the task level 4. But, it's all about the risk versus reward, which I think is also its own form of like character expression. It's up to what does the character want to risk.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So great stuff. So I'd say after a week, like Bromir's starting to make a little name for himself. Like not too crazy. There's a lot of people in the pits that are like way above his level, and there's some really experienced guys out there, but you're like a bright and shining star, an up and comer for sure.
Rookie of the year, possibly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, quite possibly. And after the week, Aiden kind of like takes you aside and he's like, I think you've got a lot of potential, Bromir. I'd really like to work with you if you're open to it.
Yes, that does sound very good, Aiden. I do hope to learn a lot while I'm here still.
Okay, good. So yeah, we'll see where that takes us in the future. So let's jump to B-Will, Movat, and Tovam. What are they doing for their downtime?
So they are going to be doing their drinking scam.
Explain the drinking scam. Oh, that's right. Yes, the drinking.
Right.
So one of them, because if you missed the previous sessions, one of them feels the pain of the other's wrongdoings. So one of them goes in and drinks the alcohol while the other one is getting shit faced, right?
Yeah.
And you
So-
challenge somebody to a
Drinking
drink
game.
off. Okay.
Yep. And the guy that's doing the drinking never feels it. So yeah.
So now, do you? I guess do you go to like different establishments throughout the week, or how do you do it?
I think I probably spend like day one actually. Well, maybe not even day one. I would research the area for the bar that's going to be the best class, but the most seediest at the same time, because that's where you're going to get that niche of people that would be willing to take bets and bet on that kind of stuff and have the most potential for reward.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. And I don't know if I'll ever use this hobnobber skill feat or not.
Oh, what is the hobnobber? Tell me about that.
It helps you on gather information, and if you're trained in diplomacy later on, you don't get critical failures anymore.
Okay. And that's something I should have. It's a great thing to call out. Like if you have a skill feat that works particularly well with what you're trying to do during downtime, I might give you a small bonus or something like that.
Yeah.
Gather information takes half as long as normal. Okay. Do you want to go for task level 4, or do you want to stick
Oh,
with 0 to
yeah,
3?
of course.
Okay.
This is MOVAT we're talking about. I mean,
Yeah.
of course
So
we're going task level 4.
I'm going to say, since you can do this gather information check in half the normal time, I'm going to give you a +1 circumstance bonus on your diplomacy check to try to open up that task level 4. So it's DC 18, but you get a +1 circumstance on there.
Alrighty. Circumstance +1. Let's roll it, baby. Come on. Oh shit.
That's a failure, not a critical failure. Did you want to use your hero point right out the gate?
Yeah, right out the gate. Let's go ahead and re-roll that with a hero point. Cause
My job
why
as
not?
the GM is to get you guys to spend your hero
Right.
points on the
As
most
soon as
superfluous
possible.
stuff. Yes.
There we go.
Right on the
Okay,
money because
okay.
of your +1 circumstance bonus. So awesome stuff, man. You do unlock task level 4 for this, and so yeah, you're going. The absent chicken is one of the seedy ones, and you find. I mean, all along the docks in the Cradle and in Old Vire and in South Market, there's all kinds of potential for like really seedy bars. So you're just kind of hitting up all the worst ones. Go ahead and so what kind of a skill check do you think? I mean, part of what you're doing is going to be deception based, right? You're lying to people about this. Some of it could be, I could see this as a perform check because you're sort of putting on a performance. I could see it as even as like a fortitude save almost. But the numbers may not work out great. Let's keep it to skills.
Yeah.
What do you think would be the most appropriate skill?
I'm thinking diplomacy or deception, because it's a bit of both, I think. And it doesn't really matter to me which one, because I've got the same modifiers on both. So
I
This
think
fully
let's
feels
go with
deception.
yeah. Let's go with deception.
Deception. All right.
Because one of the other
Because
things,
you-
the reason
yeah.
I was saying a fortitude save is like assuming that you're doing this every night of the week. Even
Well-
if you trade off,
I mean, that's true.
like
That's
it's going to be day 1.
Yeah.
This dude's hurting day 2. This dude's hurting day 3. The first guy might
Yeah.
still be hurt. You know what I mean?
But by the time we get to day 4, we should really have people betting against us if we're doing
Yeah.
it every night. We
Right.
got to get the money up there.
All
Gotta
right, give
get
me
that
that
money.
check. Oh no way! That is right on it.
Oh,
DC
wow.
19.
Nice.
You gain 7 silver pieces on the first day, and you can continue all through 7 days. 7 times 7 is 49 silver pieces. Huge.
Awesome.
So don't worry about 49 silver. That's 4 gold and 9 silver. If you can do it as gold and stuff. But yeah, 49 silver pieces. Cool beans. Well, we are missing Dom now. He's entered into the Discord void as well.
Yeah. So
I'm
have you been
wondering-
keeping up with the chat? We may have to take a small break and regroup.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. I think I'm assuming that we're probably like still in some cached land, and
Right.
they're all getting in the other side now. So yeah, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, hopefully we'll all be together again.
So are we like logging out of Discord or refreshing? But
I'm gonna be leaving Discord altogether, and then I'm
close
gonna
and
bring
restarting
back
it.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Close it out and reopen. Yeah.
Alright.
And if we
Roger
all
that.
can't join still, we're gonna join a group call.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll see y'all on the other side, hopefully.
Good luck.
I have a Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering from the College of Business. So, I'm an engineer now.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats.
Hey,
Hell yeah, dude.
That's
When you
I've
said
been
you
wanting a
ordered
bridge.
that, I was
Could you build me a
wondering.
bridge?
Can I build bridge?
Now-
I can build a bridge.
Now I know who to send all the engineer memes to.
I was like,
There you go.
it was ISDS.
I'm an
that they handed
engineer.
me when I walked across the stage, but now it says civil engineering, so I'm going with it.
You're still a freaking civil, dude. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
Very
How
simple.
much money do you
Like,
owe?
most of the engineers I meet are so hostile, so it's really nice to
Right.
meet one
It's good to meet a civil one.
Right.
that will just talk to you, you know?
God damn it.
Are we streaming this, Chris?
Yes, we
Yeah,
are. I think
we never
are.
stopped.
Awesome.
Oh!
Awesome.
Well,
I mean, for that to be
So,
My
like,
little-
Well, Chris is obviously a hostile engineer.
Yeah.
don't insult
obviously,
me.
That's right.
Don't you dare call me an engineer.
Wow, I think you just insulted Swing.
He insulted me.
I
I
don't
am
know.
an engineer.
Okay. Have you ever designed a vehicle?
Well, no.
Well, then you're safe. I'm not insulting you.
I
Every
built some snazzy
time,
ones with
every
some
time
Lego
I
I'm not an
have,
on them,
automotive
you know.
engineer.
every
Yeah.
time I have to work on a vehicle, want
I
to
wanna-
rip an engineer's wings off. Okay.
Yeah. All right, I concur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just a quick recap and to get everybody up to speed.
Discord sucks.
Discord sucks.
It's having an issue
They're
right
having
now,
a real
but,
struggle
yeah.
tonight. I looked on their status page and they're
Yeah.
like, "We're aware of an issue," like 2 hours ago.
Bunch of engineers.
So, but yeah, we were doing we were doing downtime. Wesley was basically like brokering deals between traders on the docks of Vire. He was able to go for the level 4 task, and it took him several days before he got up and running. But once he did, he started raking in some good cash. Bromir got into he like helped out at a local bar to settle some disputes, and the bartender, out of thanks, introduced him to a man by the name of Aiden Cawthon, who has a little bit of an in with some of the local fight pits, the non-IFPA certified fight pits. And then Bromir was able to do some fights and came out with a good chunk of cash from that. He went for the task level 3, and then Movat and Tovum did their little trick, carousing through town all week, crushed it on the check, task level 4. He did actually have to burn his hero point though, and succeeded on all 7 days. So if you haven't seen the message before, I'm going to let you guys, if you choose to earn income, which not everybody has to, but it's a pretty common way to pass downtime, then I'll let you choose the task level you want to go for. You can choose between 0 to 3. Obviously, the higher the task, the harder it is, but the more money you make, so there's like a risk-reward payoff. And if you want to, you may attempt a diplomacy check to gather information with a DC of 18 to try to unlock task level 4. And you can attempt a task level 4 if you pass that check. But we're just going to go down the line one by one for those who have not yet gone. Dom, what is Svalder doing?
Let me pull up the message I put on this.
Let me just refresh real fast.
Gears are turning, scrolling. I'm gonna grab some spending monies from bodyguarding, moving cargo, helping shipmates, etc. I'm looking for some athletics jobs.
Sure.
And then while he's not working, each day he's going to be attuning the Svalder's Gate to fire, and then also training his bodies for defensive maneuvers and stuff, and then working with Ragnall on the ship on the non-work hours.
Okay. Where do you think you do your training? Do you train on like the deck of the ship or somewhere else?
Probably on the ship, yeah, when there's kind of away from possibly throwing a earthen prosthetic at someone
Right.
by mistake. So,
and usually the ship is fairly quiet. People are coming and going, but it's nothing at all like when you guys are out to sea. Maybe just a handful of people on the deck at any given time. But periodically there will be cargo coming onto the ship, cargo going off of the ship, that kind of stuff as they, the captain or the first mate or whoever buy and sell stuff. But yeah, generally speaking, you got plenty of room to kind of spread your wings. Go ahead and give me an earn income check. Which task level do you want to go with?
so I'm gonna go for 3. My Diplo is so bad.
You don't want to try. You don't want to try. Okay.
Is there any downside?
No. There's no downside.
Unless you
Alright.
roll a 20 that you could have rolled for athletics.
Yeah, but the dice are always against me anyways, Chris. I don't know.
And you can
Welcome
always
to
roll
my
2
world.
20s in a row.
Right. All right, well, here comes the hot Diplo, okay? hottest Diplo this side of the West.
What?
See?
Oh, it's so hot right now.
You
Yeah.
critically fail and you fall asleep for the whole week. No,
No.
okay. I'm just joking.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're not able to unlock task level 4, and that's just like the idea behind that is, to reward characters who do invest in diplomacy. Like that's one of the perks is like you can make connections, you can find those jobs that are a little bit beyond what you normally be able to. So yeah, Basvalder can go for level 3 if you want to.
Yeah, I think I will go for 3. It's only like a 40% chance, but I just rolled the 3. I obviously can't roll
There you go.
like garbage, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's still gonna be garbage.
And something I should call out is that
Oh my gosh.
You jinxed yourself on that one, buddy.
There's
Yeah,
no
dude.
jinxing. There's no jinxing. I just legitimately roll like shit consistently.
It was 17
Look
for like
back on
5
any of
seconds.
our.
any
And
of
then a
them.
one.
I will
I
send
need to
you.
get the stats mod on this. I don't think I've installed it, but I'm gonna get it.
I legit roll like shit on every game we played. So
It's just the DM trying to get those early, points out of the way.
am I
Yeah.
allowed to hero
Hero
point
points, I mean.
that or no?
You may, yeah.
Okay.
I
And
use
another
mine.
thing, another thing I wanted to point out is if you have a skill feat that you think would be particularly appropriate here, let me know, and I may give you a small bonus, like I gave B-Will a +1 on his gather information check to unlock the thing because he has the Hobnobber feat, which I felt was particularly appropriate.
I've got Titan Wrestler.
Okay, sure, yeah, we'll do a +1, sir. Brown.
I just heard a
on that
fuck
one.
it. Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck.
I mean, you're doing like bodyguard work, like
Yeah.
Body.
guess there's huge
Bodyguard.
dudes out there, maybe. I don't know.
Just,
Let this be a lesson.
Oh
Oh my god!
Look at this guy.
So you were doing task level 3, right?
Yeah, it's just a success.
Okay, so that is a success. You're trained, right? So that's 5 silver pieces on the first day, and you can continue that all through the week. So that'll be 35 silver pieces, or 3.5 gold, or
Sounds
3
good.
gold, 5 silver. All right, Luke, you're up next. He, I believe, was going to do some retraining. Is that right?
That is correct.
Tell
Those,
me about it.
well, those books on the undead that you got, that I got from that abandoned Saren Ray temple. I just after reading them and reading them and reading them, and how much detest he felt over meeting those undead, and after reading this book, he just decided that, well, Saren Ray may not be for him. Obviously, religion definitely does go into the obliteration of undead, and he really started resonating with that. So, while he may not focus on a religion in general is definitely a way that he might pursue the eradication of undead.
So
Can
what
I
you're
interest you in a deity named Pharasma?
Yeah, that is definitely probably going to come up at some point in time.
Okay.
so what you're saying is you're a comparative religion major.
Yeah.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
religion, but
Well,
I like
it's
what they're doing in
almost-
this direction.
I mean, from the way you described it, it sounds like maybe, like, I imagine in this day and age, like, it just so happens that all of the stuff that's written about undead is written in religious language and in the context of deities and stuff like that. So even though he doesn't really care that much about religion, he incidentally picks up that knowledge because, it's all written in that guise,
Yeah.
So which
But
skill
you're
did you
saying-
say you were retraining?
Learning a spell, just because the spell rhymes doesn't mean it had to. It's just the way he learned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like, I mean, like in the old day, when the Catholic Church had control of everything, like a lot of the time you would learn like Catholicism, or you would become a priest in order to become learned, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Latin, yeah, all kinds of cool bananas. So you're not particularly religious still, though. You're just
No. It's
learning
just
about it.
understanding that religion definitely has a play in the undead, whether it's their only goal or whatnot, but obviously there's a connection somewhere in there.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, there's no roll for retraining, so we don't have to roll anything for you. You do just automatically succeed after the time passes, so you can go ahead and take off the proficiency in what you gave up. What
Medicine.
medicine, that's right. So you kind of, I guess in this sense, you fill your head with religion and forget everything you knew about medicine. Yeah, after the week, you've definitely learned a lot of stuff, and I think after having read all those books, moving forward, probably a lot of it is going to be like, what can you remember from them? So when you're making your religion checks, it's like, oh yeah, I remember this, or maybe you fail one and it's like, I think I learned that, but I can't
Right.
remember right now. Okay, cool. So Het is doing some reading. Let's go to Swing Low. What is Bosco
Sweet.
doing?
Bosco.
I had to think about this. I know I didn't add it to the chat earlier, but yeah, between I say I know I missed a bit last session, but Bosco would kind of walk around town, kind of taking in the sights. He hadn't been to Vire before, so besides that kind of walk through that first day, kind of take in a little bit more by doing some crafting. Getting in with the locals that put in the sweat, building the either weapons or armor, or even repairing the ships that come in, things like that. And yeah, so he'd kind of get in with the people, trying to listen for any kind of rumors or talk of names, famous ships, people to either stay clear of or get friends with, things like that. So let's stick with crafting, either working in close with a specific like blacksmith or like weaponsmith, more specifically, because he'd working with, of course, his kind of innovation and
Right, yeah. Are you looking like specifically for a gunsmith too, or is it just weapons in general? Because I know Bosco's like he uses a gun primarily, right?
yes, and that's his main focus for his tinkering, was in that gun. If there aren't any specific like gunsmiths, and that would be the kind of experience he would lean with, is like, look at this shiny weapon I've created, and it looks like this shamble of parts that look like it just like cranks in weird ways, and it's like, yes, it actually fires. And of course, Monty's his favorite. Oh, I can't remember her name right now, but the Vanna White, and Monty just does the extra like hand motions to the weapon, kind of like curry favor that way to get work as well. So if there are gunsmiths specifically, great. If not, then just any weaponsmith will do.
And I mean, you would definitely be aware that like Vire, not necessarily known for its gunsmith, so they would be rare or maybe even none. But let's go ahead and do a craft. You're trying to earn income for those too, right? That's
Yes, and
okay.
If at all possible, like I said, if in the effort of like meeting clients, doing work, hear about kind of like talk of different things, trying to listen for rumors or gossip, then great. Otherwise, I don't want to add too many roles at once. But yes, crafting for sure is something.
What task level are you going to go for? Are you going to go for 0 to 3, or are you going to try and unlock that 4 with a Diplo
I have
check?
just a startlingly great Diplo.
Hey man,
You can always try.
Following
I'll
your
do-
old friend Svalder's footsteps.
I mean, trying doesn't hurt, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Just get put on a watch list, but I mean, we're in Vire. Everybody's on one, right?
I mean, you can't all be Movat.
No.
Right.
Yeah, so far Movat made the most money.
I had to with that strategy. Oh man. All right. Yeah. Let me go to. If it's 3 and then roll to try to get 4. That's what you said?
Yeah, you can do a Diplo check to try to unlock the task level 4.
Okay.
It is DC 18 on that Diplo check. Okay. So just barely a critical failure. And you
Fine.
so you're not able to unlock number 4. Do you want to go for a 3?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try it.
Give me that crafting check.
Give it that crafting. Just short.
Just short. That is a failure. So on a failure, you do still earn 8 copper pieces for day 1. And I mentioned this before in the beginning, and I don't know if you guys would have heard, but basically what I'm going to say is you can't if you fail, you can keep trying on the subsequent days. If you succeed, then we're just going to lock that in. So you can't like succeed and then fish for a critical success. If you get a critical success, it's great and you can carry it through. But if you just get a success, then we're just going to carry it through just for the sake of time. So
Gotcha.
day 1, you're an 8 copper. Let's roll for day 2. Assuming you don't want to just keep taking 8 copper every day.
No, he's gonna
Yeah, why not?
try again. So let's go better. Little bit better.
Oh,
Roll
close.
just short.
Close. Yeah.
Oh shoot. Let me get this real quick, guys. I'm sorry. She knows it's game night, so I'm assuming it's important.
So did you end up picking up Road Trader Swing?
I did. I installed it and everything, sat down, and got through the menu and fell asleep, just like waiting to go into character creation. So I haven't got to.
I'm on chapter 2. I've been enjoying it, even though I've had a few bugs that haven't been game breaking. But one of my favorite parts is when you're out and about with your entourage of companions. When you start a dialogue with someone, you can, when you're doing the introductions of who you are and stuff, you can be like, companion, address me, do the intro for me, please, or introduce me,
Oh wow. Okay.
So this may be old news to you guys, but I just discovered the other day that somebody built a Skyrim mod that links all of the NPCs into ChatGPT, and that you can actually, using voice, talk to them.
use AI.
I'd heard
better
somebody
than
did.
Bethesda can.
Yeah, they did something where they added AI for the dialogue, but not by voice. Like you pick dialogue options.
Yeah, the voice. I don't know if it's. I know it works on the VR version, but I want to say I saw somebody doing it, in the pancake version as well. So I thought, that right there is almost enough to get me to reinstall it.
I see that getting just nutty.
Yeah.
Modded Skyrim.
There's some videos on YouTube about it. That's how I found it.
I gotcha.
Definitely worth a look. You're into that kind of thing.
Everything all good, homie?
Hello?
Looks like you're having a little issue. Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Everything all good, homie?
Yeah. It just got locked out.
Definitely a very important reason to call.
Yeah. There's some rain coming.
Yeah.
With this new place I got, everything is smart, so I can unlock everything with my cell phone. It's incredible.
Oh, that's
super cool.
Cool and spooky at the same time.
It's gonna what happens if there's no internet?
What happens if somebody hacks your phone?
It's got a battery backup.
Al, unlock the front door. I'm sorry, Mike. I can't do that right now.
How long does that battery
I can't override
last?
it. A few days, because I actually had to use it when the tornado came through.
I was gonna say, because when the last time we had a hurricane come through and we had no power for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it has a physical lock too, right?
It does not.
Key?
So because I have a garage,
that's what I'm saying.
No. Let me explain. Because I have a garage, you can actually exit through the garage and open it through the garage because you can pull the string or whatever.
Yeah.
So you still have a way in and out. You just have to be able to get in one time.
I gotcha.
You just gotta break a window, you break it one time.
Break a window,
You just break it. Don't worry about trying to open it. Just break it.
Yeah. And that's why I keep these thieves' tools on my person.
Right, exactly. Hopefully I don't have to test out and see what it's like if I don't have power for 2 weeks. But
hopefully that doesn't happen.
But at least for 3 days it's fine.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. He's got a string tied to it, he says. Yeah, he's got it.
Schwang, so that was day 2, failed. So another 8 copper on day 2. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah. Well, just try to fight for all I can get here.
Yeah.
One more. Let's just give him one more. Yeah. An upward trend here. There we go.
There you go. Nailed it.
Okay. So on day 3, you do succeed. Task level 3, that's 5 silver pieces for days 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 5 times 5 is 25.
Was 16 copper. So.
And so 26.6.
There you go.
or
Remember.
2.66 gold.
Remember,
You know, you guys do the math.
the Goonies never say die.
And during your work, you know, you struggle really hard on the first couple of days, but on day 3, you do get pointed to the shop of a blacksmith in town. Very unique shop. It has no doors. You can see it used to have doors. They've been torn off the hinges. The man inside wears no shirt, and he says, "My name's Kruben. Welcome to my shop."
God. I knew exactly when you said no shirt.
It wasn't the
That's
doors torn off
amazing.
the hinges
The
that
doors
gave it
I
away?
mean, that was what led up to it. And he said shirt off, and that just
Yeah.
cemented it. Yeah.
Really
He's
sealed the deal.
Bare
Sweat
chest under
glisten.
chainmail.
Sweat glistening chainmail.
Yeah.
But yeah, after you meet
He was a
Kruben,
halfling, by the way.
it's like something just unlocks in your mind, and you're like, "Wow, I know how to do this now," and you're able to make that cash money for the rest of the week.
Nice.
Okay, great. So that is everybody. We don't have Tucker tonight yet.
Yeah, I added him, but I'm assuming he's asleep.
Okay.
Doing the worst.
Them's the breaks. He may be working still. Who knows?
Put him a text.
But so we will continue on without him. Let's see. So after the week, I imagine there comes a point in which you guys are all out and about together. You know, you probably don't spend a ton of time together, but every now and then you kind of meet up and, you know, grab a drink or whatever when it's nighttime or convenient. And on the evening of the 8th day, you guys are walking through town, close to the docks, close to like on the south side of the cradle, like close to where the ship is harbored. And you notice that it's like it's nighttime and it's a little bit more quiet here than it usually is. It's just there's just a stillness in the air as you're walking through the streets. You know, you hear your own feet like slapping on the cobbles, whether it's like, I don't know what kind of shoes you guys wear, like leather or maybe some kind of hardened something or another.
Slapping wetly.
Slapping wetly on the cobbles. It rained recently, so it's a lot
And
of
does it feel moist?
there's a moist,
Oh my
wet
God.
slapping sound
What's
as
locking?
Feet.
you're making your way back toward
Wet feet.
the Busty Maiden. I think would probably be where you're heading.
Okay.
And like I said, let's start there. Let's start with you guys are walking along and you just notice that it's a little bit quiet. Nothing else really stands out at this point, but there's something that's just kind of like, wait, what? Something's wrong. What do you guys do?
Is it distinctive enough that we would like take notice?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say you guys are noticing, like, normally when you're in this part of town, it's lively, it's boisterous, there's people moving around, and for whatever reason, it's just kind of still.
And how late did you say it was?
Right now, it's probably about 10 p.m. You can hear sounds of merriment in the distance, like, you know, maybe a few blocks away. You do hear, like, the normal sound of the dock. Because like you're sort of in that region where there's like bars and all this kind of stuff, brothels, so that's why it's really out of place for it to be this quiet right now.
I look over to someone that's standing next to me and say, "This area must be under construction. It must be place where people don't normally walk and traverse right now."
I want to kind of look around as he's saying that. Do I see anything, you know, out of place? Anything peculiar?
Give me a perception check. Anybody who wants to can attempt a perception check.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
There are
He'd
no
be
active
home in town.
encounters.
Be looking around. With Monty.
Okay.
Dude,
Okay.
Luke, you are the luckiest person in the history of personages.
It's
Like,
gotta
no
run
one-
out sometime, right?
Surely, but you're wearing the shirt. Lucky.
Soaking into his dice.
If I wore a shirt like that, it'd be nothing but natural ones all night long.
Well, that would make me lucky still.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
Doc said he'll be home in like 10ish. He had to go to the grocery store.
Oh.
I wonder if he went to Kroger.
We're going to save that discussion for our next discussion question. That's going to be a banger.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, get excited. Get excited.
For those of you just joining in,
Gotta love me some Roger.
You cut out there for me, anyways, Chris. I didn't hear the last part of that.
no, there was no part. I was.
Oh, okay.
That was trolling.
That's all you get.
You're saying that we all need to disguise ourselves as.
That's a good teaser right there. I like
Quality
that.
Yeah,
content.
that's good. That's good. So Heh and Bromir and Bosco, you all three, you hear a scuffing sound and then like a whispered sound. You can't make out what the whisper says. You can just hear kind of the like that, like that whooshing of air of like somebody whispering loudly across the distance. Like obviously not loud. There's kind of a contradiction in terms, but whispering across a distance, trying to be quiet but needing to say something to someone kind of far away.
So more of a, and less of a
Like in front of
like
us
a
or
movement?
behind us?
In front, it's like in the direction that you were traveling, but it's essentially around a corner. Like you can't see the source of
Okay.
it right now, but you can just kind of make out that sound.
I don't know, I guess I'm gonna kind of do like a little halt motion.
Mm.
I'm gonna point to my ears and say something up there, and then I guess I want to kind of like see if maybe we can't split off. Maybe each group go a different way.
Ah, yes.
Split
Split the party.
Split the party, yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Classic plan.
Yeah. So
So the beginning of the show.
yeah.
Movac go with one group and Tavo go with the other.
The street that you're in, it does split a few ways. So let me just let me change a couple of things here real fast.
Oh, baby.
I want to let you guys make a choice here. Okay, so we are gonna activate this bad boy. So you will find your tokens on the south side of this map. The whispering sound is coming in the distance from the northwest, and pretty far to the northwest. I'm gonna say you're aware it's not in this section here. It's like further up. So it's up to you guys to decide. Do you want to go up both the streets? Do you want to go into the alleys? How do you want to approach? Feel free to use this map, to as it is to figure out how you want to move.
So we're familiar with this part. We know.
Yeah, you
where
know
it's
how the
gonna
road.
end up.
You've been here before. You know how the road goes, so you do know the terrain a little bit.
So I'll kind of make little 3 and 3 on each hand, and I'll kind of together and then split up, and I'll make a little motion that we go around.
Okay. Who goes which way?
Balder always goes left.
Okay. And I'm gonna have Hadron kind of lingering toward the back here for now, in case Tucker makes it in.
Knowing the skills that
We'll do
Heh
this
carries,
kinda
I'm
little
gonna
thing right here.
go opposite of Heh.
Okay. So Hez going to the right, so Bromir is gonna go left.
Okay.
Who is going with? Looks like Svalder and Bromir are left. We've got 6 people right now, so 1 more person goes left and 2 go right. Right?
Bosco and Monty acting as one body, one mind.
As 1 unit. Sure. Yeah.
As one unit. Walking
go to
almost
the-
separate directions, but then
Uh-huh.
he grabs Monty and redirects him to the right, following,
Okay.
covering Heh.
Okay.
So,
So Movat, which way are you going?
I think I'll go. I think I'll go to the right.
And I'll go left then.
Wesley, you'll go west. West. Yeah, it is west. Sort of.
Westly?
Westly.
I'm going westly.
That's good.
Wow.
That's good.
Westish.
Okay,
Strictly
so
Wesley.
So I'm assuming you guys are trying to move with stealth, or
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
everybody give me a stealth check.
No, I
want
didn't
'em-
sign up for this.
Well, are there still people on the street? I mean,
No, right now there's nobody out where you guys
Nobody.
are at. Yeah,
All right, yeah.
and that's part of what clued you into this. Is like, wait, why is it so quiet? Let's see, we've got Wesley with the 14, Bromir 20, Hess 17, Bosco 18, Monty 19. It's looking good so far, guys.
Monty's so quiet.
Bill.
See if we can get a little combo breaker in here. Wow, even Svalder pulls out a 14.
Oh my god.
That's a good.
Dude.
It's a good thing we
Okay.
went together.
The most average sneaks.
Okay, so you guys are moving along so far. Nobody's like kicked a rock or anything terrible.
Boulder is the rock.
Yeah. You guys on the
I kicked
right,
over.
how do you guys move? Because you do have some options here. You could kind of like start breaking into this alleyway. Can you see my drawing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could like start breaking into this alleyway and go around, or you can cut through the street, or you can cut through the alleyway up here. And like I said, you guys know the lay of the land here, so you're aware that those options exist. You still don't have 100% bead on like where the sound was coming from, but you just know it's like northwest.
I mean, you know me. I'm quietly walking right up the middle of the street. You know.
Sure.
Spalder, I
Sure.
think we should go together.
Bosco's gonna kind of
I mean,
get
what-
their
what are
attention and
y'all
kind of
doing?
gesture
You're
with the
just
rifle,
standing
like
Um,
he's
Well,
gonna
the
go
right side
and
was doing
circle
stuff.
back around that building to the right. So he and Monty
I mean, that
are
makes a little more sense too, because I mean,
to have an angle.
we're trying to
so
clock. I
kind
mean, I assume the people that are, if they're trying to ambush us, are gonna expect either us coming one or both. But right here, looks like it's an alleyway where houses line up. Would probably be a little bit less unexpected.
unless they're waiting for us up here.
True. Which we won't know.
We won't know until we know.
We don't
I
know.
think we're proceeding.
Rock paper scissors.
No, rock beat scissors.
The left guys, Svalder, Wesley, and Bromir, I want you guys to give me a perception check. And the right guys, feel free to like move again, just kind of update your position, which way you're going here. Bromir with the 6. Svalder with the 6. Combo breaker. Wesley, you do make out a couple of forms, and Movat. Good lord. Okay, Movat.
I mean, you know me, man. I'm just balls to the wall.
Is he off the map or something? Where is he?
No, he just went deep. Movat, you give me a perception check as you're getting that close.
He's furrying along.
Yeah. Everybody else, I'd say, hey, you can make that move, and then after that, everybody hold still.
of, okay, yeah, I didn't want to.
35.
Okay. Yeah, so Movat, as you get to 21, I'm going to say when you get right here is when you see this, and Wesley, you're also seeing this. Svalder and Bromir have not yet noticed. There are two people up here, and they're just kind of standing in the road. One of them is, and I say standing in the road, the one on the right is kind of like tucked in beside this building, and the one on the left is just kind of hard to see for some reason. But the one on the right is obviously an orc warrior, and the one on the left is like a very pale-skinned female, slight of build, and it almost is like when she turns to the side, she almost just kind of like fades out of view, and it's really hard to just track her figure. The lighting conditions currently are dim light, so anybody who doesn't have low light vision, everything is concealed to you. If you have low light vision, then you're totally good. Is there anybody who doesn't have low light vision?
Humans.
Bosco.
One with the gun. Yeah.
Yeah, so everything's concealed to you, Bosco. You're having a harder time navigating than everybody else, but you can still like get around fine, but it's just, a little dark.
Gotcha. So yeah,
So I'm gonna throw back behind me 2 fingers at or Bromir. And if Svaldir can see, then I'll show him the 2 fingers, and then
Okay. And Movat, you do with your 21, you do spot them before they spot you. So
I'm gonna keep walking like I own this bitch and just keep walking.
okay, and you do notice they're not 100% focused in your direction. Like they don't look like they're like keeping watch or anything. They actually seem to be looking more the other direction. And at one point, as you're like walking up, not necessarily like you're not. I assume you're like not crouching, but you're just sort of walking quietly.
I'm walking quietly. I'm in between because I always got to be a little bit out there, even when I'm being quiet. But if I can just walk right up next to them and they don't even notice me until I get there, I'm cool with that too.
And I
stealthing with panache.
Yes.
Yeah. Might as well. Can I can I see the chick, the gray chick, well enough to get a recall knowledge on her?
Yeah, sure.
What skill would I use?
You would use society.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you do get some information. She's a fetchling. And so you know that fetchlings sort of, part of their essence comes from the plane of shadow, and so they're, they have innate abilities to sort of blend in with shadows and become hidden very easily. So this fetchling seems to be no different from that. Other than that, you don't necessarily know. I mean, fetchlings, like humans, they can have classes, they can learn skills. You have no idea really what this fetchling skill set would be. But yeah, you would be aware that, we'll say that you are aware that she has the shadow blending technique, which means that when she's concealed, it's even harder to hit her than a normal person would be.
As soon as Wesley gives me the 2 fingers, I'm going to go ahead and enter the tiger stance just to be cautious.
Okay, sure. We are in an encounter here, even though we haven't rolled initiative yet, so it's totally fine to use encounter-based abilities. Yeah, sorry. What are you doing, Movat?
Oh, I'm gonna have my sword out, but I'm walking up behind them too.
Okay.
So
yeah, as you do this walk, that's gonna start the encounter. That's gonna be initiative. So I'm gonna let everybody take. Everybody else can take one more action. Like if you want to move in place, if you want to activate a stance, if you want to do whatever, something that takes one action. Everybody else can do one action to match this action that Movat's taking to walk up, and then we will roll initiative.
So I wanted to make a movement, but I also wanted to make sure it was stealthy and out of sight while moving forward too.
Yeah, so that you're going to take the sneak action, which means you move at half speed, and we've already rolled the stealth check, so you don't have to re-roll, but you just basically move at half speed. There is a skill feat that lets you move full speed at when you're sneaking called Swift Sneak. So
level 10-ish, right? Or is it just master?
Yeah, 7.
7, that's right.
Yeah, you said one kind of action, kind of move.
Yeah, it could be a move. Anything that's one action. It could be a move. Could reload your weapon. I assume your weapon's loaded though.
Yes.
Could be just any one action is fine.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move up. Kind of try to keep pace best I can with.
Yeah.
You notice, just talking description-wise, beyond just being, an orc warrior and some kind of fetchling girl, you do notice they're wearing their armor is heavy white and brown furs, interwoven with leather, and so it's like these are people who are, you can tell they're warriors, they're here for combat, but they're not wearing a uniform per se, but you can tell their gear is similar. It was definitely made by either the same person or the same group of people. It has a lot of similarities without being a uniform.
Does
Are
it
they...
kind of? Or I'm sorry, Bromir.
No, you started. Go ahead.
Do they look at least? They're probably not the same, but are they in similar nature to what Svalder would think when he would see like leather and fur, or I guess hide, armor from the land of the Lenorm Kings, or is it lighter than that?
I'd say give me a society check, and I'll give you a plus. Let's see. I'm going to give you a +2 circumstance bonus just because you are asking about your own culture, so you would inherently know a lot about this.
Maybe you do roll crap.
Yeah,
I do.
maybe you do. You just can't. You're just not really sure. Maybe it's the dim lighting, or you never really paid that much attention to the details. But it doesn't look dissimilar. Like it doesn't look like it wouldn't be something your people would wear. But you're not really sure if it's specifically from there. So yeah, Movat, go ahead and move yourself up, and everybody roll initiative with your.
Well, I was gonna, if I could, real quick, I was gonna ask a question right after that.
Sure.
So
what do you got?
said it looked like they were guarding something. Did it look like they were also wielding weapons right now, or were they stowed?
Yeah, they do have weapons out. Yeah. That's a
And
good question.
would I need to recall knowledge, or could I just remember what would be up that way that they could possibly be guarding, as far as buildings or stores or warehouses?
I wouldn't necessarily say they're guarding anything. Maybe more, you get the impression that they're sort of watching this area, but they're like, you get the impression that the situation is fluid. Like they probably haven't been here very long. Like they're in the middle of something, and that's why they're not really watching this side all that much at this point. So yeah, you would know. You don't have to make a check. I mean, you would know that if you keep going this direction, you'll get to the docks within just like a block or two. There's not any particular thing. Like there's all kinds of streets that crisscross and stuff here. So I'd say you wouldn't really know what they might be guarding.
So with their backs to us, would we kind of ascertain that we're inside of what they're trying to keep people out from?
Possibly. I'd say you wouldn't have any way to know at this point, but you definitely have. I wouldn't say you've gotten the drop on them, but you've had the opportunity to get close enough because they're kind of distracted here.
So, just to let everybody know, when I hit the 25-foot mark, I'm gonna start talking to them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and that's when we're gonna roll initiative. Which I'll let you talk first if you want to talk, because you're gonna be the one who kind of like. Because when you get to the 25-foot mark, like they're gonna notice that you're there. So if you talk to them, that's totally fine.
May I use society for my initiative check?
Yeah, sure. You were recalling knowledge with society.
Yay.
So maybe you're using some knowledge you have about fetchlings to help you like act more appropriately in the beginning. And anybody could do stealth or perception automatically. If you have another one that you want to use, just let me know.
I accidentally rolled agility with mine, but with me being sneaky, I guess I could say that I was being sneaky.
Okay.
If you allow it. If not, I'll reroll.
No, that's fine.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Not so fun, is it, huh, Movat?
No, it ain't. Especially for Movat. Movat doesn't like to be non-special.
Oh no.
Let's see. I don't know how this was gonna roll. So let me. Oh, hello.
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 Did I not?
Hello.
Did I not click the button?
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, Movat, you walk up. Go ahead and move your token. And what do you say as you walk up?
Excuse me, but you do know you're scaring the hell out of everybody, right? Do you want to get off the street and maybe move under that cart so we don't have to see you?
You want to get off the street and move into the car? They are. They turn and they do not seem amused. Let's see. I think before we go straight into the combat, the orc does say to you, he has this huge orc neck splitter axe in two hands, and he's kind of like brandishes it in your direction, and he's like, "Get out of here! If you don't want trouble, turn around and get out of here."
Trouble. It's like Trouble knows me. Trouble's like my best friend. What are you up to, my little friend?
None of your business.
But you're blocking the path to my ship. So, if I need to go through here,
Come back
What-
later.
meow, don't think so. I think I'll go now.
All right. And he raises his axe, and we're gonna go into the combat.
I tried.
You did try.
So
You did
diplomatic.
try.
I know.
Meow.
How about no?
So the orc warrior does act first, and he is going to walk
Kill
up
me.
to you and murder you in the face.
That sounds about right.
Hey Dom, what's the button to move?
Space,
Space?
as you have the
Okay, so that is one action to step up.
Talk, roll initiative.
Tuck, get in here. You're pretty far behind. I'm gonna
Come on,
leave
Tuck.
Hadron. Well, we'll pull Hadron up to
Either
the
side.
split.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him right up there.
Goodness, what's going on with my screen?
Okay, so second action, he's gonna try and swing at you with that huge orc neck splitter, this big axe that just like kind of comes down in an arc and has a serrated, like toothy edge. Let's see what he can do. Is the GM hot tonight?
Hopefully not.
Oh shit! I'm still.
We'll
GM
never
mode.
know.
The GM is not cold. I don't know if he's
Is
hot.
your guys' game looking all boosted too? Like what?
No.
Yeah, I had to load in several
It's not
times.
boosted.
Boosted in what way?
I mean, like, I gotta scroll down. It's like
Boost.
the map's
Zoom
all
out.
the way down at the bottom.
Oh.
Everything's white.
Yeah, I think
Max damage.
I had that
It's
issue.
almost like looking at code. Yeah.
You're gonna have to.
Oh,
I'd try to
yeah.
relog, close it out,
Oh.
relog again.
That's
I think
brutal.
reloading fixed it. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, and he's gonna do third action. Come in with this map. Oh my
Fuck.
god! Oh my god!
meow.
Oh meow!
It's not a combat without the cat.
GM's hot tonight.
Kicking in the
Okay.
hacky.
How many? How
It's
many?
always see. I bring out the bar guest that's supposed to wipe the floor with you guys. No, nothing. Just trash. The
Basic
orc
ass
warrior.
troll.
This
All right, here
cat.
comes the critical damage.
Oh my god! Oh my god, GM is hot tonight. I retreat.
What?
Unfortunately, Movat is killed.
Does
pour
that take
pour
you to
one out
neg-
for the home.
Does that take you to negative your HP pool?
Yeah.
I
I
think
had
you have
7
to go
hit.
in one hit for.
I had 7 hit points left.
Yeah. In Pathfinder 2, the massive damage is it's regardless of how much your current HP is. I think it's if you ever take damage equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points in one blow.
Oh,
So if you had 12 maximum hit points, you would die to this blow.
gotcha.
But yeah, so you're gonna go unconscious, and because this was a critical hit, you're gonna go to dying 2 immediately.
Dying 2 immediately. Awesome. Awesome.
And he basically
awesome.
like that first chop goes into you and like cuts into your arm. The second chop is like right in your chest and goes deep. And everybody who can see Movat, like you see him just drop to this orc's neck splitter like a sack of potatoes. You see a spray of blood. You know, it's dimly lit, so you can't see very clearly, but you see this spray of blood come out as he goes down. And that's the end of the orc warrior's turn.
Now, What do we
Bromir.
hear besides the? I mean, because we're over here. Do we hear?
Yeah, you would have.
anything?
Yeah, you would have heard because Movat wasn't being quiet when he talked, and the orc wasn't being quiet when he responded. So you guys are able to hear. Like, if you heard the whisper, you definitely would have heard this exchange.
Okay.
So you hear Movat talking, you hear the orc saying like "get out of here," and then you hear the splat as Movat goes down. Bromir, you hear
So
all
is
this
it-
stuff too. What are you doing?
So is it like your basic MMO NPC that kills someone, he just turns around and walks away, like work's done? It's like, Or
No, I
is
mean
he
he
just, like-
definitely. I mean you can't really see him all that well right now, but
yeah.
they seem to be aware that there are other people here. Like he's not just stopping.
All right. So first action, I'm gonna move my full movement, kind of hurriedly,
Hmm.
and then once I get to my max movement, I'm gonna be able to see him if I can grab this correctly. 10. Yeah, right there is 30. So then I see him, and then I'm going to
Yeah.
charge at him again. So that should be within, yeah, definitely within my
Mhm.
movement. For my second action, if I can grab this, I'm gonna go right, I guess, here. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna try and immediately grapple him.
Okay. Give me that athletics check to grapple.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go ahead and hero that point.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Against Fortitude DC, that is still not a critical success, but it is a success.
Okay.
So he does gain the grappled condition, and you have him grappled. So is that your second or your third? I can't remember.
That was my
That was
third.
your third. Okay.
2
Let
movements.
me
and a grapple.
give him that grabbed condition. So you kind of like come up and just grab onto him, and he's sort of like didn't expect that. You can see he's kind of put off a little bit by it, and he's sort of like trying to get his axe back out to be useful, but you're holding on to him for the moment. Hadron, you are up, and you're far back because you were flat-footed by the fact that you weren't here. So what do you want to do? You can hear all this going on, so you know there's something going on. You just can't really see what's happening.
I'm going at least use 2 actions to move. Hold on. What's my movement? 25. Is it spacebar to do the move thing
Yes.
Yeah.
where it shows you the distance?
You just do
Not
the
a
ruler. Yeah, use the ruler, and then you do spacebar once you're where you want to go. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 actions
hmm
and 3 actions.
Okay, so 3 actions just to kind of get into position, and you see. You were here when I described the orc and the fetchling, right? Or no?
No.
Okay. So there's an orc warrior and a fetchling woman, and they seem to be kind of maybe guarding something or keeping watch for something. You're not entirely sure what's happening. It's sort of an evolving situation at this point. The fetchling scout sees you come up and grapple, and she's like, "Nuh-uh." She's going to move. Let's see. What is she going to do? She's going to use 2 actions to. Is it? Oh. Anyways, she's going to use
Hold
2.
control when you're doing the thing here, and then click, left click, and you can do the separate.
Ah.
And then you can right click to go back 1 dot.
So she
And
like.
go-
She like Naruto runs around behind you with 2 actions, Bromir.
Mhm.
What were you gonna say, B-Will?
Don't forget to move me in front of.
Great call.
Good
Yes.
call.
Yeah, when you fall unconscious, you go in front of the person whose turn it was. Whose turn it was, or who felled you? I can't
Who
remember.
felled you?
The person who felled you. So you will go up above the orc warrior. Good call. Sorry, and then it is still her turn. And so she gets up behind you, Bromir, as you're like holding on to him. You can see she runs around behind you and tries to stab you with the dagger.
That'll do.
GM's hot tonight. Hot.
You have Movat targeted, by the way. It's still a hit.
Oh,
but...
sorry. I had both of them targeted again. My bad. That's such a pain. But yeah, your AC Grib is less than 21.
Yeah, you got me. 19.
So we're gonna see. I'm gonna see if this rolls correctly.
18.
Yes, it did roll correctly. So 9 points of damage. She because you're kind of have your back open to her, she finds a sweet spot to do some extra damage to you. Oh, okay. And that is her turn. Svalder, you're up.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do one action.
Okay.
Dreed. We're then going. Svalder is going to use a free action for weapon infusion. So like he'll kind of like channel some earth elements of his, and you'll see like his earthen prosthetic grow long and kind of like looks like a hammer almost.
Yeah, I bet it does.
And
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Kind of goes into the shape of a hammer as he gains the reach property from the weapon infusion and goes to strike.
Very cool. Very cool.
Fletchling.
So it kind of like just extends out.
Right. So whenever I use the weapon infusion free action, I can choose for like reach, sweep, forceful, backswing, or agile.
Sure. Yeah.
For a trait for a melee strike on my elemental blast.
Very cool.
But we're gonna do a one action blast.
Okay.
So here comes the strike.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
Nice.
Players can roll 20s too.
Obviously.
Hot. Give me that damage. Oh, big damage.
Oh,
Big
Girthy.
damage. That is huge. As you like the hammer sort of extends out and you swing in like this one motion. You have so much momentum behind the strike that her slim form falls immediately as you strike her in the back of the head.
Nice.
That was exactly her hit points.
Nice. Hell
What'd
yeah.
you get for bringing a dagger to a
That's right.
hammer fight?
Hammer fight.
Yeah.
It's
Hammer
hammer
time?
time.
Hammer time?
So is that 3 for you, Swallow, or you got one more?
I've got one more.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and just street into place for Bromir. That will trigger an AOO if he's got one.
He does have one. He can do that while grappled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he will go for the strike with the neck splitter. As you come around.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
Man. Loaded dice.
Jesus. Okay, not max damage this time, but still 16 is huge.
Only 15 go through.
Oh, you got some DR, little DR,
Little DR, yeah, from
little
my,
Dominican Republic.
my earthen armor.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so you get into position, and then that's your turn, right?
That is my turn.
Heh, you are up. You can hear all this stuff going on. I'm gonna say, Heh and Bosco, when it's your turn too, both of you guys may make a free perception check right now.
Might as well.
I'm guessing you were able to make that strike after she stabbed me. I kind of winced a little. Oh my,
God, dude.
20s.
Dude.
This is my second one of the
3 in a
day.
row.
So you barely can make out on the roof as you're like looking down this alleyway. On the roof of this building, there's actually a form hunkered down. And as you see it, you can see it is wielding a bow. And it looks like it is drawing a bead on your allies at this point. You can that they're not acting this turn, but you can tell they'll be acting next turn. What do you want to do with your turn?
Mind you.
Well, there's no way I'm getting up there.
Just tell me.
Yeah, the building is about, I'd say, it's about 10 feet to the roof line. So
Yeah.
I mean, with an athletics check to climb, you theoretically can climb just about anything if you roll well enough. So you could get up there. It's just up to you what you want to do.
Yeah. See them, but I know there's happening over here.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, I've been playing Baldur's Gate on Xbox. It's been pretty
I'm gonna
ballsy.
say because you rolled a natural 20, I'm gonna give you an extra little piece of information, which is it seems like this person is very threatening. Like they're really good. You barely saw them, even like with your crazy good vision.
Gotcha. I do have dark vision, so I don't know if that plays into anything.
It certainly
Alright.
helps.
So I'm going.
You're not gonna have to make a flat check like Bosco.
Right.
Oh, flat checks.
Alright.
Galore.
Seeing that man, but knowing
Fortunately,
my,
the fetchling is already out of the picture. You don't have to deal with the 7 flat check.
For that one.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
seeing my guy, seeing this
Okay.
gentleman up here, I'm going to take 2 turns, run here.
Okay.
Third turn, I'm going to rage, but while raging, I'm actually going to say out loud. Oh, what do I want to say?
Oh, this is like Hez actually gonna speak.
Has actually now. I'm kind of torn about this either too.
Oh.
Do I have a super high voice or do I have a super low voice?
Good
Flip
question.
a coin.
Gotta go for the
Roll
high
D2.
voice.
Maybe he has a super high
Ah.
voice and that's why he doesn't talk.
Right?
Or
Right, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's what I am. For my third, while raging, I'm going to squeal sniper.
Sniper!
I'm gonna drop everything I'm doing and turn around and look.
And I'll just like while raging, pointing, squealing, sniper pointing at the gentleman on the roof.
What's a
Oh,
sniper?
Combat ends
raises
for one
his head
round
for
as
a second.
everyone just looks over at
Just
Hez.
looks over that sound. They never.
Nice.
Mobat raises his head, opens his eyes, looks, and goes, "What?" And then goes back.
Bromir's like, I like the old Bromir back before I knew that he talked.
Okay.
Even out in the
Bosco.
distance, we
the
hear
highest pitched voice,
Tovim.
like birds are going like, who's that squeaky piece
Who's
of
that?
shit?
All of the glass
Cats are here.
shatters.
All of the glass.
My brother
Bosco-
Tovan went, "Sniper."
Bosco, you can make a perception check too. You haven't necessarily noticed this sniper, and there is actually an action to point out. So at this point, you're like he called that there is a sniper, but you've not seen the sniper.
I was gonna say, I don't have dark vision and everything.
But
so
you can make the free
Jesus.
perception check still. I did say you could do that too.
Great, thank you.
Um,
Let me just roll.
okay, yeah, you don't see the sniper.
Okay.
But he made the flat check.
It was a different flat check.
It was a different time.
A flat check for another time.
So it's now actually my turn. Okay, great. Bosco sees Heh run down the alley because we'd originally kind of jetted in that behind that building to scoot forward and then back out onto that street we were on. And seeing him kind of pause and look at the rooftops and then jet still on that same direction we were headed. He just kind of looks around and kind of like squints a little bit and goes to Monty like, huh? And then Monty just has like marble eyes and he just like, oh, you don't see it either. Okay. And then he'll take 2 actions because I don't see anything. He's going to take 2 actions to run following that same path.
Yeah, you're gonna get blocked up a little bit there.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, so I'll need to do just, yeah, catch up to him in the alleyway, and then shout behind me to give, excuse me, Monty an extra action to
Okay.
run as well. So he's gonna have his 2 actions
His two to follow. Yeah.
move and move again. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go 20, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
kind of falling behind me, and that's all my actions.
Okay.
So let me
Just getting into position.
advance
All right.
that. Okay, great, thank you.
Wesley Steel. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I just click the button because I'm like, yeah, next. Wesley Steel Arrow.
I'm
what you got?
beginning to think this is the game I should have played the Life Oracle.
I don't know. I mean, the Knowledge Oracle is cool too.
Yeah, I do like it. Both are good.
Well, you might be able to soon. So
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
It's gonna be
Alright.
weird when I roll up another Earth Fire Kineticist.
Have you met my twin Balder?
Right.
See, I already built my twin into it, so if I die,
There you
I've
go.
already got my
Yeah.
vengeful.
B Will's ready.
It's
So
level 1. Somebody's dying.
This is easy. I am going to. What? Oh, okay. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and cast a heal spell
On the orc, right?
Sure. No.
Okay.
On Movat.
Max healing on Movat. You get 16 hit points. Very nice.
And that shall be my turn.
Okay. At the top of the round.
Does that remove the dying condition?
Yes, you'll be wounded 1 or wounded 2, Tev.
Wounded 1.
Wounded 1.
It didn't make this person. Who is this? Ah, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
So this sniper on the roof, still hidden to everybody except for Heh. Right now he doesn't have he's got a great shot on Wesley. And he is going to take that shot. So he, draws back. He actually is going to take 2 actions to slowly, steady his aim and draw a bead on Wesley's head. And shoot at him. And that's going to give him a +1 circumstance bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't target you. What's your AC? Oh, you have a really bad AC, don't you? Oh, that's a crit, isn't it?
I think that's it's 14.
I think that's gonna be a crit.
I don't have a backup ready yet.
Please, I don't have a backup.
Ooh.
With my dying breath, avenge me.
Wow. How many hit points did you have?
I mean, I was at max, so 17.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
So he downs you
Yeah.
in one shot, just very slowly, boom, looses, and then he repositions. He's going to use the sneak action to try to stay hidden. So he will do you do a stealth check, right, against perception DCs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because it was a crit, that puts me at dying 2.
Oh yes, very good call.
You're a healer. Oh no.
Also move Wesley up
Yeah.
to the archer.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
The other question. No, I'll save that for later.
Let me move Wesley up. down.
I do still have my hero point, so I'm...
Hey, you're first to act, Wesley. You got to the top of the initiative order, which is nothing to sneeze at.
I went from bottom to the top.
That's
To the
incredible.
top.
You
From the bottom
started
to
from
the
the
top.
bottom, and now
Top.
you're
And
here.
now we're here.
Moving
That's
on
right.
up, moving
Oh,
on up.
oh,
Just call
wow.
me the
Oh,
Jeffersons.
So you're saying stealthy? Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's his sneak check. So he's going to move half speed.
So this
Just
we wouldn't see this, right?
It would be-
Obviously.
Yeah, no, you don't actually see it.
It
Uh,
would be
See that?
hidden from He, right? Until anyone else finds him.
Yeah, I think when you He can see him. So he can't sneak from He. Well, I guess actually he is out of line of sight now. So yeah, he can sneak to everybody. So yeah, he's hidden to everybody at this point.
Did I miss this? Was there not any cover?
He didn't shoot through there. He was
He didn't
shooting
shoot.
Wesley.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's why he kind of
Oh,
moved over
okay.
here to get a better angle for the next one. That is going to be his turn, and so it's going to be Movat.
So I wake up.
Sorry.
And shouldn't
Okay.
Shakris's order change? Or did it already?
It
Never
did,
mind.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
changed it.
I just seen it.
Good looking out,
Have,
Tuck.
have you been playing
tried.
Baldur's Gate while we've been talking?
Yes.
Tucker,
no,
you're fired.
not while we've been talking, but I have been
Okay.
playing Baldur's
Oh,
Gate recently.
okay. You're rehired.
Because it came out on Xbox, and I picked it up. It's really good.
Alright. Movat, what do you got for us here?
So I'm gonna one
Don't forget,
action.
you have dropped your weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yep. So one action, I'm gonna grab my sword.
Okay.
My second action, I'm prone. I'm gonna see if I can't tumble through the guy to stand up behind him on his side. So try
Okay.
to tumble through to here.
Old
Sure.
choice.
So where did it go?
So now you do have to stand up before you can tumble through,
Yes.
though.
Correct.
So you'll have to grab your weapon, one action, stand up, that's two actions, and then tumble through would be your third.
When you're prone, the only actions you can take are either stand up or crawl.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
Well, you can also strike, but
You can.
Yeah.
What was it? Not brace. What was it called? Where you
take cover.
Yeah, you can
take cover.
take cover, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only applicable to ranged attacks.
Okay. Well, then I stand up, second action, and then third action. Where is it?
Wait,
Found
nothing
stuff.
happened when he stood up.
I burned his reaction. It hasn't.
Yeah, he
been
doesn't have it
displayed.
right
Oh.
now.
Gotcha.
There it
Yeah,
is.
you
was-
have stood up.
It was a strategic AOA.
It was a strategic usage, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you do tumble through.
Ice pancake.
All right, so I tumbled through to get my pistachio going, and that's the end of my round.
Okay. All right. It is going to be the Orc Warrior's turn. He is still grabbed at this point. I think he's going to use his first action to try to escape because he doesn't like being manhandled in a general sense.
I hate to even say this. New round. Did he get an attack against me
No,
when I
No,
tumbled
it-
through?
I
It
burned
resets
it.
on his turn.
On his
yeah.
turn. Okay.
On his
Yeah.
turn.
He
Yeah.
has it now.
He has it now.
Now, okay.
But he didn't have
Now
it.
now he has. his
Now,
action.
right now he does have it. Before now he didn't have
But
it.
yeah, previously.
He has
in
it.
the before. Anyways,
He has it right meow.
I hate
Right,
everybody.
meow.
So he's going to.
When does this happen in the movie?
Oh
Meow,
my
meow?
god.
He's gonna make an
Let's go.
athletics check to escape against your. It's athletics DC, right?
It is
Dom?
Yeah.
Athletics DC, yeah.
Okay.
17.
17. Oh, he fails.
Oh, that was so
baby.
He doesn't
close.
critically fail, but he does just regular fail. I'm gonna say the Orc Warrior is prideful enough that he is actually gonna try again, because he doesn't like being physically dominated here. So he is gonna try again, which is gonna be a map. I'm gonna say untyped -5. Oh, brutal.
Oh, I love to see it.
Oh, brutal.
Love it.
And he is going to, for his third action, he's going to roar in your face, Bromir, and try to intimidate you. He probably should have started with this, but we're role playing. We're role playing.
Sure.
So this is against your will DC. 13 is, I'm sure, a failure against your will DC.
Ow.
I'm pretty sure. So that
I'm
is
on the wrong place. Yeah, that's not safe.
Yeah, all three of his actions, he has accomplished nothing. Bromir, it's your turn. You do still have him. He still has the grappled condition until the end of Bromir's turn, right?
Right. That's
Right.
Okay, so you can choose to re-grapple him to make sure it keeps going, or you can do whatever, but he is still considered grappled for this turn.
So right now, while he's grappled, I want to attempt to trip him.
Okay.
So with
Athletics
the
versus-
+1 hands wraps, do I also get a +1 to this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it have the trip trait?
Does one of your monk stance attack have the trip trait? One of your monk attacks?
You're in tiger stance.
I'm in tiger stance, and
I know Wolf has trip on its attacks.
It does have to have the trip trait in order to apply your potency,
Okay.
and it does not in tiger stance.
it does
You
not.
have-
Okay, so I was okay.
So yeah, you don't get the +1,
So
but you
not
can
the
still do
+1.
it. Yeah,
Easy, Tiger.
Okay, I'll still try and do it.
nice. Okay, this is versus his reflex DC. Go ahead.
17.
You trip him.
Nice.
Oh, trips. All right.
So he is now tripped and still grabbed for the end until the end of this current turn. So that
Okay.
was your first action.
First action. Next action. Second action. I'm gonna do the flurry blows
Give him the flurry.
on him.
Okay.
If I can get the right thing open. And let's see. Does this still work? I wonder. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, you just gotta have to make the strikes separately.
Oh, I thought that I had the freaking macro working. All right.
Oh,
I'll just do
okay.
2 strikes. First strike and then with map.
Okay.
Let's see.
Trip does have the attack trait. So
Okay, so this one is with map too.
first one is at
Yeah.
the second map, and then the third one is at third map.
That's
right.
Or-
Yeah, the first flurry is at map 2.
First one.
This? Okay.
The
That second one with map 3. Okay, also a miss. And you do have a third action still.
I'm going to attempt to re-grapple.
Okay. This is going to be third map too, because that's an attack trait as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
But go ahead and give me that check.
This is let's see. I'm gonna have to do a custom. Let's see, map. So the map is what? So
Is it
okay,
is it minus
okay.
10 or minus 8 in this case?
That's what I was
I'm
just
not
want to
actually
ask. Is
sure.
it my map? Because I have -8 on my third map, not -10.
I think
It's
it
not a
depends.
finesse.
Okay, let's just say it's minus 8 because you're attacking with your agile fist, and we'll try to figure it out with the later. So yeah, let's say -8 for now.
-8. Let's do status. Oh damn, that could have been good. Wait, why did that just do -1? Oh, do I have
that's
the
minus
status
8.
spin? Yeah, this is -8. Huh?
Look,
Huh?
I've got a +3 and a +4.
Yeah,
-8
Yeah,
equals -1.
that's right.
The map checks
Unfortunately, that is not a success.
Oh,
Very close.
yeah,
Very, very close.
that is my turn.
Okay, so he does lose the grabbed condition, but he is still prone. So still pretty solid situation. Hadron, you're up.
Get him, Tuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up.
I agree with that.
Yep. One action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the slashing, guys.
I love it. Thought that's
I
balanced.
can't see the other guy though, right? So
That's right, yeah. He's still hidden to
Um,
you.
how far can you speak somebody?
It's
30
either
feet.
It's a 15-foot emanation or a 30-foot cone, right?
Something like that.
Within.
I mean, if you, I would say, I mean, because Hat did call sniper, so I'm willing to be flexible on the seek. If you did want to try and seek him out, I'd let you make a perception check to try.
Not for free though, right?
Yeah, you'd need to spend an action to seek. Yeah, I gave them a free one because they kind of like they went around the outside
Right.
and got sort of on this guy's flank, like he wasn't expecting to be on that side. But all the others will be paid for in blood.
30-foot cone or a 15-foot burst within line of sight.
That's what it was.
Yeah, so this would basically be the 15-foot burst within line of sight. But I'd say, with Hez call out, then I'll let you, attempt the check, and we'll see how it goes.
Guess which rooftop he was referring to.
Yeah,
I'll do it next turn, maybe.
if you have one, sure.
Right. Never know.
You never know. I believe in you, Tucker. Okay, so you're gonna make a spell attack roll against. Now it's just the orc warrior here, right?
Yeah. So it's just
Okay.
one attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Nice, dude.
Oh, very nice. Has he not taken damage yet, the orc warrior?
No,
Wow,
he has not.
It's
Okay.
good to have you back, Tucker.
good to have you
Right.
back, Tuck. Yeah,
He was supposed to last turn.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
it's honest damage. That's right. Okay. All right. The scout is down, so Svalder, you're up. You're in that flanking position. I mean, you just saw you probably heard maybe just the whiz of the arrow, and you saw Wesley go fucking down in an instant. So there's a threat back there. You just haven't been able to see it yet.
You know how they used to have those little things that you can put
Did you
on your
not
head,
hear
and it
me
looks
say
like,
sniper?
and it looks like you got an arrow going through your head.
Except he actually has an arrow
Wesley
going
has
through
one
his
of
head.
those, but it's actually going through his head. Yes.
Not pretend.
So we're going to one action raise the shield,
Okay.
and then we're going to 2-action elemental blast on the orc warrior.
Okay.
Even your
Is this-
blasties, bro.
Does this have the manipulate?
No, it does not.
Okay. All right, that is a hit. Very nice. Very nice damage.
And that will be my turn.
You smash into him, and he's kind of like, "Rah!" And he looks like he is quite wounded at this point. Heh, you are up. You also would have seen Wesley go down. Exactly what happened because you saw the guy. So you see the arrow. It's it plays out in slow motion because you can see the danger, but nobody's reacting fast enough. What do you do?
Well, I think knowing that I have to get through this guy to get to this guy, or at least in the general area to figure out what's going on, I'm going to sudden charge up to this orc.
I like it.
And because I reach him in sudden charge, I am going to make that punch.
Do it. Is this like a fruit punch?
So sudden charge allows me to, if I reach them before.
It's
It basically lets you stride twice and attack.
Yeah.
And strike. Yeah.
It's a slap the shit out of them kind of punch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like roll up and throw a haymaker, hopefully.
We're
That
talking
makes-
Will Smith slap the shit out of somebody.
Or is that like Superman punch where you jump up?
Keep my
jump
party
down?
member's name out your mouth.
Yeah, so we gonna smack.
Okay.
Mop up.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Damn it.
That's a miss.
Yep. And that took 2 turns, and I guess on 3rd turn we try to hit him again.
Smack him again with a little map.
Actions.
Mm.
Oh, I used those 20s up way too soon.
Too soon.
That's rough.
Too soon.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, Basco, you're up.
Okay. Seems like Basco just caught up to here, and he's like, "Sniper? Question?" And then he just bolts off down the street. So he just kind of turns. So 1 action. 5 foot. Can you keep going? 1 feet.
Okay.
Second action, see all this going on. Like,
Mm.
people lying on the ground, people with an arrow in their head, people tripped, going crazy. Where's the hell? There he is. Okay. Target. Just gonna line up a shot, and he's just kind of squinting his eyes a little bit. He's like, "What is that? Who is that?" And then just goes to fire off a shot, just like shouts the word "clear." So concealed. So flat 5.
Yeah, gonna be a flat 5.
Flat 5. 20.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh, you hate to see it.
At least you said clear first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot
Just
goes
in the air.
wide.
Yeah.
The warning
Poor
shot.
bird, though.
Oh, that sucks.
Roll damage.
I used to be so
Legit.
good at
The bird just
I
took it.
used to be so good at concealment check. Anyway,
That was when you were the GM. It's different.
it's, it's very different life.
In another life.
All right, so third action, just I'm gonna reload,
Mhm.
and then shout to Monty behind me. He'll have his 1 action to.
Now, does he
out
get a
and
freebie at this point? Or is that...
Oh, wait, because he's.
Because I think usually you don't get a freebie until you get, like, mature or whatever the equivalent is for a inventor.
Yeah, it's like the first upgrade, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he's the minion. He's not my innovation. So as my 1 second, prototype companion. So no, he doesn't have because I think it's independent,
Yeah,
like companion
Yeah.
or familiar
that's right.
that gets the 1 default action to like move or aid or something. But
So, I mean, I'd
okay,
say if you want to retcon the reload, you could spend your last action to command him and not reload. Or you can do the reload and just leave him there.
because he would get 2 actions, he
Right.
would only be able to make it.
Yeah, he'll get 2 actions if you command him, I think.
Yeah, if you command him, he'll get 2 actions.
So yeah, he can make it to me, and then he can reload the gun for me.
Okay. Can he get to you in 1 action?
That's what I was looking at. Was the range I'm showing right here is looks like 25.
Yeah, okay. That looks good. Yeah, so you could command him. He uses 1 action to come up to you, 1 action to reload. I'm down with that.
All right, thank you. Then I'll do that. You hear he just fires off a shot just in the air, just like clear. And he goes,
Fire in the hole!
Monty! And he holds the gun up in the air, and Monty comes.
I'm dry,
flying.
Monty.
Monty!
Monty?
Okay, that is going to be 3 for you, though. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it on up to Wesley Steel Arrow, who is dying too. Got to make your first death save.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna gurgle a little bit. Spit up
Nice.
some blood.
Like it.
And I'm gonna make
Nice.
that roll.
Nice.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna
Right on the money.
Wow. Wow. Yeah,
I
because
think it was
you're
the
dying
splitting of the
too.
blood that did it.
That was, yeah.
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 I think that was
so
definitely it.
Yeah.
down to dying 1. And
Right.
in my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Let's take just a quick break here because I have got to use the facility. So why don't we take 5? We'll meet back. The archer's going to kill somebody else, and we'll go from there. Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna get a beer because I'm probably also gonna die.
I just know whoever doesn't die will definitely die when I decide to do a medicine check.
Say it with me now. TPK.
Somebody's dying.
What I get for splitting the party, isn't it?
Have enough gold, like just enough gold. I should have gotten the clockwork goggles to begin with, and I would have activated them, and I would have had 10 whole minutes of dark vision or low light vision. So probably would have missed the shot and still done 1 extra damage to everybody in that group there, but damn it.
So how are we feeling?
Like I'm
I
gonna
don't
murder
know.
somebody with a medicine check.
Hell yeah.
Oh
I'm-
shit.
I'm feeling like I'm about to get taken down to dying again, just before I once again get a chance to actually act.
Hello.
Chill up. Hello, hello.
Alert.
Is everybody back? Ribbits and Tucker?
Yeah,
I'm here.
that's my line. Go away.
You stole my line. Okay. So the archer sentry is up. Hmm. He's got a really good shot on Movat.
I told you.
I know.
I knew
I
it.
was thinking like right when he tumbled through, it's like, why would he do it? I don't know.
Well, because I was
Well, you didn't see the sniper, so yeah.
I was dead and unconscious, so I do not know about the sniper.
Makes sense.
He heard a squeal through the night and then just came to.
Sniper!
Yeah,
Sniper.
saying why would you do it was wrong terminology. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we know why we did it.
Sniper is going to use Sentry's aim again. 2 actions to get a little boner. And then he's going to attempt to hit you with his. Oh, it's magic. Yeah, okay. He's actually gonna, because he's within 30 feet of you, he's also gonna take a little penalty from this, from the volley trait. So the sentry's aim is only gonna cancel out a little bit of that. He's still gonna go for it though. 22. Hit. What kind of damage we're working with here?
Oh my god,
Maximum damage.
Oh my god.
I just
Dude.
healed him.
Good
I'm
thing you
still up.
did.
Yeah,
You're still up.
I'm still up. I'm
Yeah.
still up.
Got an arrow sticking out of his shoulder.
And then he's gonna go for his third action. He's gonna go for another shot with map. This one not benefiting from Sentry's aim, so very low odds here.
Oh, you
Oh
bastard!
my god. Oh my god.
No odds, he says.
You're about to
Oh,
go to
that's-
dying 4
Brutal.
Aren't
Oh
you?
my god.
No.
I think I
No.
died three.
or dying
Died
3.
three.
Yeah.
If we use the alternate.
Oh my
rules-
god.
What is your max HP, by the way?
Oh,
Like 20,
that-
right?
19, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
19.
You're good.
So yeah, I'd have to do 38 points of damage to kill you instantly. But yeah, you do go down to dying 3. Because you were wounded 1, and then you went down to a crit. It goes up 2, so that's dying 3.
Ah, jeez.
I
Dying,
think we went down
dying.
the wrong street.
That is the end of the archer's turn, however, and Movat will move up to above the archer.
It still
I'd
has
like
been
to just
acted.
point out that we all could have turned around if that fucking cat wouldn't open his goddamn mouth.
Every time. Every time.
As like, this is why I don't talk.
Yeah.
It's not good for anybody.
We all
This is-
should have just turned around and left Movat. You know?
I know, that's honestly. It's our fault. We should have learned our lesson.
I mean, this isn't the first time Tevis has TPK'd a group.
You guys will be fine.
I
I'm
put
sure.
this one on Movat, not on Tevis.
I'm gonna say Orc Warrior is going to. Oh wait, no, he's not grappled anymore. That's right. But he is prone, so he's gonna stand up. First action is to stand. And then second action. He is going to call out, like in a loud voice, the line is broken! The line is broken! Just like at the top of his lungs. And then he's going to attack Bromir because, he threatened his masculinity. No map this time.
So is this second action or third action?
Second.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck?
That's an obscene amount of 20.
What is that, like 4 or 5 now?
From
like
you
the opposite
alone.
of roll
I
20.
know.
Discord
That's-
should have
I mean-
stayed down.
I mean, he's only
Yeah.
gonna get he's only gonna get enough 20s to kill us all. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it takes.
That's all it takes. Okay, so yeah, Bromir, you went down to a crit, so that is dying too. Brutal.
Move him.
Yeah, and Bromir goes up to before the Orc Warrior. Why is this so much more deadly than my
Because you're rolling 20s.
I mean, these guys they're nothing to sneeze at. Don't get me wrong. This is a challenging combat, and they're rolling absolute rocks. So that was just his first action. Oh, second action. Sorry. Third action. He's going to. Let's see. What is he going to do? He's going to turn and intimidate. He's going to try and intimidate Svalder. So let's go ahead and do a little intimidation check against your will DC.
That is
And
a failure.
a failure. Okay, so third action is nothing, and Hadron, you're up.
Holy shit.
And I
You
mean,
got some heal spells,
just to take
He's a
stock,
wizard.
and
It
I just traded out of
is-
medicine.
it is Movat down, Bromir
Wesley
down, Wesley down. So 3 of the 7 are down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna. Medicine is one action, right?
If you have battle medicine, yeah. You have battle medicine?
I don't.
I don't think
Oh,
I'll
no,
get it
then
till
it's a 10
Sunday.
Like a
minute.
stabilize check.
Stabilize is 2. That's administer first aid, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move here and kill Boromir because I'm not trained in medicine.
I like it.
Dear God.
Good luck, brother. Oh, we're good.
Holy
What
God.
is the DC? Dom, do you know?
It's
Up,
typically
That
Based on the
dying.
5 plus
value.
your recovery roll
Yeah.
DC, typically 15 plus its dying value. So you just barely made it. Because that
That
would be
is just barely
17.
making it. 17.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, but you do
Yeah.
stabilize
Those
Bromir.
odds.
So Bromir, when you stabilize, you just go wounded 1, 0
Okay.
HP, right? I think
And
that's how
Right.
it goes.
I
That's
think he
correct.
would have gotten an attack of opportunity on me as well if he hadn't already used it. I don't know. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I no longer have the dying 2 condition. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
Minister
right.
of First Aid does have the manipulate trait.
Yeah, he will go for that that attack of opportunity. Thank you, Tucker, for your honesty. I forgot about that. And the dice gods have rewarded you.
Yeah.
So you
You
burned.
do have me targeted, but still a miss.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I see it. 16. Yeah.
Targeting.
in a state 0 HP.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, when you get stabilized, you don't wake up, but you don't have to make any checks. Like you won't die at this point, unless you take more damage.
You are-
Adron,
you're
that's
still-
your turn.
You're still wounded.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
wounded.
One, right? Yeah, one.
Svalder, you're up.
All right. Well, I will raise a shield.
Okay.
We will one action. Am I aware of the sniper now that he took a shot at Movat?
Yeah, I
Where's
think by
that?
now, because he shot like out in the open, I think everybody sees him now.
except Movat.
Except Movat, sure. Yeah.
It's like, where do I
Wesley.
keep dying from?
I'd like to have a word.
Poor
Um,
Movat.
How many times have you died this campaign?
Twice
Do
so
I-
far. No, 3.
Yeah,
This
just,
will be
just,
this
just
is the
today.
third.
Yeah.
I
Twice
mean,
today.
it's at least once each combat, right?
Yeah.
At least once each combat. Yeah.
So 4, 5, 6 maybe.
Built
Do
into
I
his
have
character,
cover
you know.
or no?
You do have cover against the archer in his current position, yeah.
Would you say lesser, standard, greater,
Standard.
standard? Okay.
Yeah, you could take cover if
barbarian
you
next
wanted
time.
to here
Okay.
to get the +4.
So yeah, we're gonna do 2 actions, elemental blast on the orc.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
10 damage.
Because of Hadron's honesty, he cannot use orc ferocity when he
Nice.
dies.
Hell
Wow.
yeah. Last
Um,
action,
That's
then I'll take
huge.
cover.
Okay. Well, didn't you 2 action elemental blast or just 1?
2 actions, and then 1 action, take cover.
No,
Didn't you raise your shield?
I did not raise my shield, no.
Oh, okay.
I did that
So
last
you're
round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which that shouldn't even be there.
taking the cover. Okay.
Taken
All right.
Because,
Heh, you are up.
there's a macro for cover, right?
I think so.
Should be.
All right. First move, I'm going to. I mean, you say I see the guy, right?
Yeah, you do see him now.
All right. Well, first move, run up. Second move, I'm going up the side of that wall, up to him.
Okay. Give me an athletics check to climb.
This is gonna be terrible. These rolls are not working well. At least athletics is okay. I give it a.
Okay,
Okay.
so 20. I mean, you don't have a lot of handholds, so I'm not gonna. That's not a critical success, but it is a success. So you climb 5 feet. So you're like halfway up the wall at this point. So if you do your third action as a climb, you could potentially get up there next to him.
Now, having said that, where I'm at right now,
Hmm.
he would have. Does he have like a good beat on me, or is there like a little lip that he would have to shoot over, or?
Yeah, there's a little lip he'd have to shoot over. I'd say you would
Okay.
have cover if he tried to shoot straight down on you.
I gotcha. Well, then I think I will take my third action and jump up there fully.
Okay.
Another athletics.
Yeah.
Burp.
Okay. Yeah, that is enough to get up to the top. So you are just, I would say, like right in this. I guess right. Yeah, that square right there.
All right.
But you're on the roof.
Move, kitty.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's 3. Bosco, you're up.
All right. Well, if I do splash damage to everyone on the ground, all of
I hate you so much.
You could kill the entire party
kill. What,
right
there's
now.
Still 2 people on the ground. 3 people. Three people. No.
I mean, who are you shooting at if you're shooting at the damn ground?
Does anybody else
Oh,
have
no, the
fucking
orc's
hearing
dead.
swings?
Yeah. All the
Yes.
targets on the ground are down.
That's fair. I was
Bro,
like,
that's about to
man.
be.
That's a good
Like,
point,
yeah, why
Luke. I'm
not?
so glad you stepped in.
I shoot Bromir, and I kill everybody in the splash.
I put one into the orc to make sure he's dead.
Wouldn't
and
have been
it
the first time I
wipes
died in
out.
the campaign.
wipes out the group.
Double tap just to be sure.
Right.
Sure,
many
why not?
people
Them is the rules.
Make sure you yell clear first.
Yeah.
I think I'll be safe.
All right,
But I'll
Bosco, what's it gonna be?
God, I see them on the ground.
I mean, you're aware that that guy's up there on
Yeah.
the roof now.
So I'm aware there's a person on the rooftop, and there's multiple arrows sticking out of my
Your companion.
comrades. So
I mean, you feel confident, like if you moved this direction, you know you would get line of sight on the shooter because you've seen enough arrows to like make out his position.
yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
one action, run. Second action. Well, yeah, my gun's reloaded, and we are outside of normal range.
Gonna take a little pin.
Gonna take a peen. Little peen.
A little E penalty.
Little peen.
Just a
A little
peen.
electronic penalty.
And fire off a shot. Let me target him now instead of the recently deceased.
Shut up, Bromir.
Okay.
The crowd.
Sure.
Make me nervous.
And away we go. Wait, it's not gonna be a +6. Or will it? Will it
What's
automatically
random
hit
blast?
that penalty because I'm past? Since I'm targeting him and I'm outside.
Yeah, it probably is calculating it for you.
Okay. So
But yeah, you do have to make a concealment check first.
That's right. Okay. So I clicked on it, but before the roll, it did give me the range penalty -2. So I'll
Mm.
close out of that, and let's do that. Roll 1, D20.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah,
You're
got
good.
this. Yeah,
Good. You're so good at concealment checks.
yeah, so good. I'm just warming up.
Nice.
No way.
Oh,
No
baby.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Need that
there
real
it is.
bad.
Okay. So yeah, you like slide around the corner, take aim somehow with your blunderbuss, and fire true. Go ahead and give us that critical damage. Ridiculous.
Oh,
No way.
Was.
What?
Bit
Huh.
of damage.
10 damage.
Oh, okay. I was just seeing the one. I was like, hold on.
Oh, it's the 5, and he takes the 5 and the 1.
The
5
1 is
and-
already calculated in for the
Oh, okay,
main
so it-
damage.
Oh,
so it
there
is the 5.
So it is just 5.
One just
Okay.
is taken by hair.
Well,
oh, yeah, head does
mean-
get the, yeah.
Oh, the splash.
Oh, that's right. He's over there on that edge. I
What
can
do I
barely
just
see
do?
him.
had to
That
get
So
damage.
you take the 1 damage at the bottom.
Yeah, just 1 damage.
Where-
Yeah, the splash. It
Yeah.
isn't exactly very clear there, but okay, but that does help, and you know, you like it kind of glances off of his shoulder or something. You see him kind of like twist a little bit, but is not that bad at this point.
I go, huzzah, Monty! And then, so last action calling Monty to my side.
Monty, to me.
To me! And, yes, he'll run up and reload gun for me
Okay.
while I'm holding it. And that'll be my turn.
Cool. So we're
Getting
back to
into
the top, and it's Wesley with a death save. Wesley's dying 1 at this
Yes.
point.
I'm going to gurgle just a little bit less this time.
I like it. I always like to gurgle my mouthwash.
Dude, right on the money.
Dude,
Two
what
saves in a
is
row.
this?
Hit it.
Looking nice, dude. I mean,
I
it's
think
like
everything's rolling backwards.
Yeah. So you stabilize, right?
He is stable.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now I'm
cool.
just
Wounded
prone.
one.
Just 0. Wounded 1. Yeah.
Wounded 1. Okay.
Movat, it's time for you to make a death save, and this could be for all the marbles.
here, kitty, kitty.
Oh.
Because you don't have a hero point, right?
How about those hero points?
I used it
Because you
earlier!
used
Now
it.
time!
Well, just so we're clear, you deserve this.
Movat didn't die though.
Who uses the
Kovan died,
downtime?
right?
Oh,
shit.
I mean,
Is that how that works, or do both brothers die?
I don't know.
I think we said Movat dies, just because if it's not the person who's taken the wounds, then because it's the other person feels the pain, but the
Oh.
person who's being hit does still experience the wound.
And I'm sure it'll
Um,
do a little bit of traumatic damage to Taven.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So just to make
So-
sure I haven't forgotten anything, you were dying 3, you failed a death save, so you go to dying 4, and then you immediately perish, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you don't have any hero points. Nobody has any reactions or any crazy business.
Not at
I
level
shield
1.
block it. No, I can't do that.
Shield block. No. What is this dot?
B Will, what do you think is in his seeing light at the end of the tunnel, feverish mind? What does Movat see right before he passes beyond?
I mean, Movat being Movat, he thinks he killed them all.
Yeah, he
he's
sees a
walking off.
glorious victory.
Yeah, and he's being applauded as he,
Mhm.
takes his hat off and walks on down the corridor. Thank you. I know I'm good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dom, yeah, great call out. We traditionally use the Bridge of Khazad-dûm Gandalf death music. Man, I don't think we can get that right now, but rest in pieces. Movat has perished.
Rest in peace, Movat.
It's all right.
All the
Y'all
all the
bro.
ships and warehouses in the world breathe a sigh of relief.
The The flames
Okay.
grew a little dimmer that night, boys.
Yeah.
Arsonist Anonymous all gather in prayer.
Of course, I mean, the rest of you here may not even realize, you just know that Movat's in a very bad condition. You wouldn't necessarily know that he has breathed his last at this point. But he has indeed. So we're going to go on to the Archer Sentry, who will attempt to kill someone else. Now, he is in melee with Heh. So I think what he's going to do here is move back. Yeah, he's going to move back from Heh up to here with one action. And then with two, he will take aim and shoot. But you are within his 30-foot volley range, so he's still getting that -2, which is crucial. Let me fix the targeting here.
I mean, feel free to target the dead guy.
I thought about it, but I don't think that's really the play for him.
In character.
I don't think he
Right.
minds.
What his character would do.
It's what his character would do. Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh my
okay.
god, yes!
Oh,
yes.
Okay. All right.
We-
Maybe
Your time is
decide.
over.
The sacrifice has been made.
Yeah. So that was 3. He moved, and Sentry's aim is 2 actions for him. So that's 3 actions. Bromir, you're up. You're dying to. No, you're stable.
No,
You're stable.
I'm stable. I'm at 0
Yeah.
hit points with the wounded condition, so I can't do
So-
anything.
Yep, we just passed your turn.
Yep.
And then it's going to be Hadron.
I'm gonna move. Everybody's stabilized now, right?
Yep.
Sure.
Let's go with that.
If you
Me.
could call it that.
Do you know that?
No, you don't know that. You don't know that I'm dead yet.
Movat is
Be honest.
catatonic right now.
Well, I know he's dead.
Wow.
But that, that can wait. Do I have an angle on this guy?
Yeah, I would say you do have. I would give him cover, because it is a steep, and like the roof is kind of right in the middle of your shot there. I'd say he has cover.
And you know what I say to that?
What do you say? Make a saving throw.
Magic missile.
Oh, nice. Okay, you're doing 2 actions.
Yeah,
Edge miss.
2.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2d4 plus 2.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know why it didn't give me the option to 2 action. I don't know.
So it is 6 total damage, right?
Yeah,
You're targeting the orc warrior,
sorry.
but I'll do it right. So the 2 balls of force go boom boom unerringly into his body, and you can see him kind of, he's impacted by it, but not really that bad. He seems to be more durable than those who are on the ground for sure. That's the end of your turn. Fetchling is done.
Bird ninja.
Valder. What was that now?
He's a bird ninja.
He's a bird ninja. Yeah, he's a shadow giant.
I-
Svalder?
I knew it.
Do
I've
I
heard of
have
such
line of
things.
sight on him from here or no?
I knew that was the hill giant.
It's really steep for you there. I mean, he would definitely have cover. I'd say you do qualify as line of sight, like if you have a save, but
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
what
What
we're
a
gonna do.
Tengu?
okay.
Shadows and
You'll
dust
see
matches.
Spaller's gate kind of like burn up with fire, and he kind of like reaches out, and it looks like he's trying to pull the heat out of the sentry as he casts a spell
Mhm.
from his gate. And that spell, I don't know how to do this correctly. Maybe this will work. Dehydrate.
All creatures, basic fortitude save. Okay, what's your DC?
17 is my class DC.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
A success. So he
he
takes
is-
half.
Takes half. And no additional effect. So it's just 1d3 persistent fire.
Oops. Yeah, let me.
1d3?
Because he saved. Basic is half.
Yeah.
My save. Half of 1d6 is 1d3.
Well, maybe it should be 1d6 divided by 2. You know?
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
Kind of what I
Can
was
I
That's where
do
my
that?
brain was goofing.
Or just roll a d6 and divide it by 2.
That's what I thought you were supposed to do. You're supposed to roll it and take half, right?
We're going to see if it works. I don't know if it's going to do it right. Okay, is that your turn?
And then I'm going to raise my shield. I'm not going to take
Okay.
cover this time.
Raising the shield. All right. Heh. You're up. He has scrambled back onto the further back onto the roof of the building, you know, and it's like the roof here is like cobbly stuff, you know, you've got fairly good footing, but it's like it kind of shifts and clatters under your feet as you're running across it.
No. Then I'm not gonna run. I'm just gonna walk up to him.
I mean, you're not at risk of like falling or anything, but just
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
the flavor.
Walk up to him and throw hands.
Okay.
So walk, one move, throw hand, second go.
Okay.
Let's go, dude.
That's a hit.
Alright.
Nice.
Good damage.
Alright, and
Now you like smack into him and you hear a crunch, like a solid crunch. Go ahead.
Captain
and
of Crunches.
throw in another hand.
Like the roof of your mouth is all torn up from the Captain of Crunch. You know what I'm talking about. It's dangerous.
Damn it.
Dangerous as a kid eating cereal.
That is a miss. That's 3, right?
That is 3.
All right. Bosco. You're up.
Ooh. Just
Nabasco.
filled with
Bosco.
such, like, just pride from recent success.
More
Um,
like Tabasco.
Nice. With the spicy.
Mhm.
Far away. He's gonna run up here. Step like around this. There we go. Around this well right here. 25, 20. 30, 25. I'll try to swing out this wide over here. There we go. And then line up a shot.
Okay. Looks
Not
good.
so bad.
Yeah, I don't think he's got. You're far enough out that I think he's doesn't have cover here.
Okay.
But you guys, I think you're still going to get that range pan.
Oh yeah, and still just why can I never get this word? Concealed.
Yeah, that's right.
1d20.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah. Fire a shot.
Fucking splash damage.
Gets him every time.
Coming.
Give him the blonde.
Coming.
Give him the bus.
Give him the
Oh
blondies.
my goodness gracious.
That's a hit.
Dang.
Nice damage. Consistency.
That's right.
No.
That's what it's about.
Oh.
He's looking very wounded now. Very, very wounded.
Nice.
So that's 2. You're gonna have him come up and reload for you again.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
same kind of action sequence, so kind of have him
Okay.
run over. That's where I am. Wait, hold on.
So we're back to the top of the round. Wesley is stable. I'm gonna say Movat in the distance on the ship. We'll say Tovum's on the ship, which is really only about maybe 4 or 5 blocks away from where you guys are right now. He feels just an excruciating pain as his brother dies. But he does like immediately kind of get a sense of where it happened. But he's not going to be able to respond like immediately. He's going to have to recover, at least for a few minutes before he can start to move. But he definitely feels it right away. Movat, rest in peace. Archer. We've gotten to the edge of the map, so the Archer's not going to run anymore because reasons.
There's this invisible
Making
barrier.
There's this
his final
invisible wall, yeah.
stand.
I can't get out of here. I'm stuck.
You must gather your party before adventuring forth.
But my
Unfortunately, the
party's
rest of my
dead.
party's dead. Doesn't matter.
Can't gather.
He is going to try to shoot you point blank, which is effectively the same as what he did before.
I like my odds. I don't like my odds.
Wow.
But you're at least a tanky boy, so
So
he
close
only
to a
does 9. That was almost a crit. And then he's got one more action. He's gonna go for that. The mapped no sentry bonus. Could he be that lucky?
Oh God! Oh my God!
Stop it!
What the?
Could he be that lucky? Let me
It's
get
the
my
opposite of
aimbot
roll
on.
20.
Let me
Roll.
count the ways.
Max
Oh
on-
dear God!
so
I
many
would
eights
say-
on the D8.
We were
I-
this close.
I would
So-
posit.
Do I
I'm-
hit damage or do I hit double?
No, you hit
No, you
damage.
just take damage.
Damage,
It's already
okay.
doubled.
I would posit
Ow.
that he's Lukey.
Oh.
Lukey? Oh,
I don't know about that. That one.
all right. So you did go down to a crit. Similar story. This is dying 2. Wow. Wow.
Gotta move him.
Yeah, so you go up to above the Archer.
Tebus
That
is
is-
trying to TPK.
I'm not trying. Look, this is just payback for all those shitty rolls I did with my Barghest.
Moving
Okay.
people in
He's
front
so
of
You
you.
don't have
mad
to take
about
them all at
that.
once.
I'm so salty about the Barghest rolling 2s and 3s.
Oh.
That is the end of the Archer's turn, though.
There we go.
Nice. It did work. Cool. And let me roll the recovery check. He does recover. It didn't take the damage automatically, did it?
No, you gotta take it.
No.
Oh,
He's
he's got
looking-
1 HP.
Very,
Oh
very
my-
wounded.
Fuck.
We're this close.
Still
Bromir, you're
I
stable.
got him next turn. Don't worry.
Adron,
I'm gonna get them both.
Adron, you're up.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only thing I have with range, so he only needs 1 HP.
Okay. He does have the cover there if you want to move, but okay, that wouldn't matter.
Oh boy, you
That's a
better.
miss.
No, I'm gonna move behind.
Hero point? Hero point?
Yeah, I do have a hero point.
Yeah, you do.
Be
Up
a
to
hero.
you. He does
like
have the
hero
cover where
point.
you're shooting from, but if you want to, it's up to you.
Then a hero came along.
I'll just
I
hero
need a
point
hero.
because I'm gonna run, so I don't get crit.
This gotta be smooth.
It is.
Yeah, you don't want to be out in the open now that
Any
Hez
dice he
down.
rolls is a crit.
I missed
Oh.
anyway.
Oh, was that just you seeing what it would be? Or was that using your hero point?
That was me using my hero point.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, I thought
He
you just-
tuckered it.
Brutal. Okay, that's all
tucked
3,
it.
right, Tuck?
That's it.
All right, Svalder, you're up. You probably could just barely make out his form going down. You definitely heard him like hit those cobbles, and like you can hear some of the clay tiles cracking under his weight as he lands.
Alright.
Slide
Spalder is
off.
going to raise a shield. He's going to stride, seeing Bosco have a pretty good shot from where he's at.
Put it on Bosk.
And even if he misses, he hits, right?
And we're going to use Weapon Infusion as a free action. And as he uses the Weapon Infusion, you see this like makeshift like earthen bow come around his arm, and he like the earthen string comes back and he fires his arm off towards the sentry as he makes a ranged elemental blast, one action.
Ranged slap attack.
How can he slap?
Okay.
Is it arm and bow, and then he just pulls back
Yeah, the
the
arm goes
pulls his
back.
arm back, and the whole arm and the bow just like
Yeah,
shoots
the
forward.
bow and the arm are going together.
He just like draws and then lets go with the other one, and then the whole arm.
I love it. I love it.
I'm not an archer. I don't get down with Pokemon.
I don't know how this
I
works,
just-
but
Pokemon.
Hey,
you did it. I mean, just go ahead and roll that damage.
it's one.
Does he really only have 1 HP left?
You
Yeah.
really only had 1 HP left.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, so, but head is not stable at this point, so we're gonna keep it in rounds for the moment.
About to slide off.
Is
was
that-
my turn?
That's
That was
3 for you. So,
actions.
Bosco, you're up. You know Hez in danger, but you do see the enemy go down. What do you do?
I'm gonna shout. Good shots
Swear
with
to
your
God,
arm.
You take another shot.
I used my new feat, ranged battle medicine.
I don't have the skill to shoot somebody with health yet, so I'll take
Oh my god.
a glance. I'm untrained in the art of medicine, but let's see.
Don't make me call time on you.
Oh, all right. This is the
I mean-
options I got. So
Your character may not be able to do anything, which is, I mean, that's fine if it's what it is.
yeah, because I'll move, because seeing how the gentle slope of that roof and afraid for Heth to come sliding
Fall,
down
yeah.
that off that edge. Yes, I will move 2 actions to get like right where I believe he would fall off that edge,
Okay, yeah,
and then
that.
call Monty to me.
I dig it.
2 actions to help Monty. Help me catch him if he falls. And
Cool.
that'll be my turn.
Yeah, so you're like just hanging out under the roof line, getting ready. Wesley, rest in peace, Movat. Time for a death save. You are at dying 2. If you roll a critical failure here, you would die if you
joined-
don't have a hero point.
Stop cursing him.
What do I roll?
You there's a thing you can click on the character sheet, right? I don't remember
Yeah,
where
there's
it is.
a
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
There's a die
There's a
underneath
die.
temp HP.
I think it's
disabled
in
as
you.
recovery check.
Yeah,
There you
there's, it's in the utility section of your.
Oh, you said okay. So I'm dying 2. Roll. Gotcha.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Easy.
go to
So you
dying
go
1.
to dying 1. Yeah. Archer Sentry, Bromir, blah blah blah, Hadron.
Alrighty. I'm just
Do you have anything that can help?
no, but I'm gonna move in the direction.
Okay.
I think I can 2
you
actions there, and then 1 action to climb halfway up the wall if I roll right.
Yeah, give me a athletics check there.
Oh,
Oh, that was almost
Yeah.
a 20.
right.
Yeah, you make it halfway. Okay. Svalder, you're up.
Alright, Swalder is going to 1 action get to the side of the get to the side of the building. 1 action athletics to try and climb to the top of the building.
Okay.
Oh yes.
You climb to the top of the building in 1 action. Nice.
Alright. And then, 3rd action we're gonna get to Head.
Okay.
Oh. Could I try to cauterize the wounds?
with Earth.
With fire. I'm
fire,
a fire.
oh,
I'm a
yeah.
fire earth
Do
kineticist.
you
I'd
have
like
an
to point
ability
out
that
that-
lets you do that?
No, I don't.
That I still have
Isn't
arrows
there?
in me, so cauterizing said wounds would
Drown.
cauterize around the arrow.
Listen,
yeah,
Lou,
but it
we
would also
don't
stop
need-
your bleeding.
Right, but don't kineticists actually get that ability later on? Isn't that a?
I think they
I'm
may,
pretty
yeah.
sure it's something you
Somebody
get later on.
does. So yeah, I'd say you wouldn't be able to do that because
Okay.
I know that is
I'll
definitely. I think it's
Yeah.
Try it up to
Gunslinger
him.
has it for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
gunslinger
okay.
can do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the gun.
Rage. I'll look at the fire impulses.
Pretty
So you
sure
get
there's
up
something
there.
called Cauterize.
And then it's going to be Basco's turn. Basco, what you got in the basket?
Nothing that heals, Chief. Um,
You know,
It
just
was
hang out and
removed. It
make
was in
sure.
the playtest. It's not in the
Oh,
official
okay.
release.
yeah, I don't have any. I'm just gonna stand there and just kind of rifle through his bag, but he doesn't have any things that could help, like potions or healer's kit or anything. So he's gonna offer to like stand and help anyone else climb up, like to
Okay.
toss them, or just keep watch for
Okay.
anyone else walking up. So that'll be my turn.
All right. So we're going to be going back around to Hef for a death save.
Wait.
Ooh.
So you go back to dying 2. And then we're going to go to Hadron. Hadron, give me that athletics to try and finish your climb. Whenever you're ready.
Believe in you.
Did you fall asleep already, Tucker?
Take your time with it. Can't believe he fell asleep in the last
Shit, brother.
turn.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Like hanging
No, I'm
on to
trying
the
to
How does he
wall.
do it?
I was trying to order food.
Man, order some for me while you're at it.
I'm hungry.
Hungry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
not what you want to
Oh.
see. I
Shit.
fall.
fall.
And die.
Yeah, you fall and
Is that one
land.
action?
Yeah, one action.
Do I land prone?
It says if you began the climb on stable ground, you fall and land prone. So I don't. We'll just say you fall.
Okay.
That's weird. I don't really
Second
understand what that's
action.
supposed to mean.
Only 5 feet.
I think that's probably a crit fail too.
No, it's just a regular fail.
Okay.
But you don't make any progress up the wall.
I don't think I'm gonna make it up this wall. Oh.
Just a regular success. So you're back where you started on this turn.
Hell
halfway
yeah,
up the
brother.
wall.
Good. Yeah, good turn use.
Good. Yes,
roll, good
Balder,
Good use of
you
the
are
turn.
adjacent. What do you got?
Did we skip Bosco's turn?
No, he's
I'm after.
just waiting.
Waiting
Oh,
to
He
catch
didn't have
me.
anything to do.
I mean, my idea to cauterize the wounds is now moot.
I mean, you could try, but I would say, you would have a similar success of damaging him as you would to helping.
Yeah, because I mean, trying to stabilize him, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. You want to just stand there and wring your hands?
Just
I mean,
like,
yeah. I mean, it's totally like if Svalder doesn't know anything about medicine, it would be wise for him to go up there and be like, "Oh shit! I'm worried I'll do more harm than I would possibly help if I tried to do this." So, I think that's if that's totally viable if that's what he does.
how far away are we from the ship?
3 or 4 blocks. You're not that far. But you do know, like, they were communicating with somebody, so there's something else larger going on here. You don't necessarily know what. The ship is in the direction that they were kind of looking when you first came on the scene.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my signal whistle
Okay,
and I'm going to blow it.
I love it.
And I'm gonna blow it again.
Where does your signal whistle come from? Is it like, have you used it for a specific purpose in the past in your backstory?
So whenever I was still in the land of the Lenorm Kings, everyone who is stationed in Halgrim, or not, I shouldn't say stationed, but lived in Halgrim, carried a whistle in case that they saw some form of invasion, attack, or some sort to try and alert those around them in order to like kind of prepare themselves for whatever was coming into the village.
Okay.
So really is just trying to alert those around that maybe might be able to help.
Okay. Like almost calling out in desperation. I got you.
Right.
Okay, so I think, I mean, Bosco, I'm assuming, is probably still going to wait, and then it's really going to be down to a death save from Head, and then whether or not Hadron can get up there. I mean, do you want to try to help Hadron get up, Bosco? He is like scrambling up the wall right now.
Yeah, with whatever I can, or I
Okay.
hold, like Monty holds me, I hold him, like we just people chain push him up. I don't know. We could just.
Yeah, I mean, I'd
can
say
just
you could.
aid him.
Yeah, you could go over there and try to prepare to aid him on his check. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump ahead to where He will make another save. You are dying 2, He.
Okay.
Okay, dying 1.
Attention.
The old juggle.
Hadron, I'm gonna stop doing the initiative. Hadron, you're up. Bosco, if you want to go ahead and roll the athletics check to aid.
Okay.
And then Hadron, you'll roll your athletics check to climb. Both of you are just like pawing at the wall.
It is kind of dark out.
I'm just poking him with a gun, just like climb faster. Like,
yeah,
not.
Too bad you're not a cat with claws that can climb up.
On that one, Hadron, you don't make any progress, but you don't lose your progress. So you can try again. You're still halfway up the wall.
Yeah.
There you go. You make it to the top. We got there. That was your second action. So the third action would be to get you up next to the guy, next to He. Yep. And then, Svalder, did you have anything new, or is everybody okay for me to go back to He's next death save?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do another one.
Oh,
Oh man. Okay, Tucker, did you have something you could do? I'm curious.
No.
Okay.
He was gonna attempt
I just wanted to go up the
check.
wall, guys.
I would have laughed so hard if we did all this. You get up there and
No,
you
I have
just
to-
watch him die.
Just like, hey, I
Ritual scroll of great undead.
See what you're doing.
Gonna turn me
Oh,
into my
wow.
worst nightmare.
Okay.
That'd be hilarious.
So I think when you roll a 20, you actually get 1 health point. So I believe you wake up here with 1 HP.
how do I
Balder like clasps Head on the shoulders, like, "You're alive! I thought the worst. Glad you're alive. We should check on the others." As I kick this Tengu down the fucking roof.
No, I'm planning on stomping on its skull just to make sure it can't come back alive.
Well, at least let's take it off the roof so you don't damage the roof
Yeah,
first.
probably a safe
Yeah,
bet.
don't
So I'm
damage
gonna
the roof.
throw it on
You're
the
gonna
ground.
Crush his skull, and
Yeah.
then you just see like family
Slip and
eating
fall
dinner.
off the roof.
Think of the roof.
Falder, you do now that has woken up and kind of the tension sort of breaks. You can see the Tengu is bleeding out slowly on the rooftop, and now you have a moment to kind of look a little more closely. You do see that the Tengu has like a little what do you call it? Like a brooch sort of, but it's very basic, like almost tribalistic. And it is a brooch that you have seen. It's a design that you've seen before in the land of the Lenorn Kings. This is someone from your neck of the woods, for sure. You
Can
don't
I
recognize the Tengu or anything, but you do recognize the emblem.
I want to grab my rope and hog tie him and kick his bow away and kind of pat him down for any like toolkits, like thieves' tools or something that could help him escape of some
Health
sort.
potions.
He does
Potions,
have
any gear and stuff, dude.
he does have thieves' tools on him. He does have his.
2 health potions.
He has a composite longbow, a short sword. Let me see. Does it? Yeah.
A
Okay.
signal whistle.
He has a signal whistle. It is roughly the same as yours. So yeah, you guys are able to loot him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just add the thieves' tools because he would have thieves' tools on him. I'll add that in here. Oops.
Can I rip the insignia / emblazon, whatever it's called, off of him as well? Like, is
Yeah.
it a pin or is it like embroidered?
No, it's like a pin that's sort of like holding his cloak together.
Okay. I'll take all the shit off of him while
Okay.
or I'll point ahead to like take it, like, hey, can you take this shit away while I'm hog tying? Because I don't know if I can loot him while I'm taking the time to bind him.
Yeah, you're like tying him up, and as you are, I mean, you about halfway through the tying process, you start to think it might be a moot point because it looks like he's dying quickly. If you did, if you could provide some kind of aid, you might be able to save him at this point, but without any help, you've seen wounds like this, he's probably not going to make it.
It's my ultimate move, the bow fist, just so much damage.
What are you going to
Bow
do?
fist strikes again.
So strong.
So lethal.
Oh, but yeah, Luke, if you double click on the enemy's icon, a little like window will pop up with all their stuff, and then you can drag it onto your sheet to loot.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. And you can also put anything that nobody wants in the party stash to sell later.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have the party stash. You can do that too.
That's usually where I've been putting everything.
Gotcha. If you want to open the party stash, that's the third option of actors. And it's the piece of paper open sheet thing, and then the third tab.
Bosco's gonna just shout at the others,
100
stop laying
arrows.
around. Come on, get up! I think they got him! Come on! Movat, you too! Get around! We gotta get to the ship!
Are you actually rolling death saves on him, Tev, or he's dying?
I did roll death saves there were 2 of them that you knocked out perfectly. So I rolled death saves for them. They will die if not given aid within like a couple rounds.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to cauterize the wounds.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'd say roll. Do you have roll a medicine check? Even if you don't have medicine.
I don't have medicine.
Okay, let's roll a medicine check. See
Can
how
I
it
do
goes.
lore hunting?
Let's see what happens.
No.
Lore hunting.
No.
That sounds specific.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say that's a success. I'm
Hell
assuming that's
yeah.
on the Tengu, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do manage to cauterize the Tengu's wounds without killing him.
Huh.
And yeah, he seems to be in a stable-ish condition. He's not doing great. Like, you feel like if you jostled him even a little bit, he would probably get worse. But for the moment, he's stable.
Okay. Once I've got him hogtied, I'm like, hey, we should carry him to the ship. We might be able to get some information out of him. He could prove useful.
Do you try to get the
Pull
other
out a
one?
little piece of paper, and I'm gonna write down. I can kill him later, right?
Yes, absolutely. Once
For
we
sure.
get what we need from him.
All right,
100%.
well, then I guess I'm gonna say it's only 10 feet. I can fall 10 feet without taking damage. Cat fall. So yeah, I guess I will jump off the roof and let him toss me the body.
I'll hand it to him. I'm not gonna-
Slowly
Yeah,
lower it. Yeah,
slowly lower
right.
it down. Brilliant. I mean, he's already tied up the rope, so he can just kind of use the rope to lower him down.
Right. All
We'll
right.
figure it out.
Yep.
That one.
Alright.
Once I hand that to him, I'm gonna.
I'm also going to write a piece of paper saying that we should get going since they called out to somebody.
Right. I was
Yeah. Like once I jump down, I want to
Waiting
like
for that.
go, like, put Wesley and Bromir on my shoulders, and then like signal Basco, Monty, and Hadron to pick up Movet, and quickly loot the other two.
Okay. Do you try when you get over there? It looks like the fetchling is just right on the cusp of death. Do you attempt to save her?
We're gonna flip a coin.
Okay.
1 is yes, 2 is no.
Does Heth know this too, or
It's your lucky day.
Right.
We're gonna try
I
to-
do enjoy stepping on, skulls.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I'll
just, like,
try to
stepping on
cauterize her wounds,
Okay. Same.
seeing as how
same
it
deal.
proved so well.
It was fairly effective,
oh my?
and you killed the shit out of her.
All right.
Oh,
On my
That's a 20 on
screen,
my
it was on a 20. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You try to do the same thing, but as you're like burning the skin, it's like it just kind of peels in the wrong direction, and blood starts
Oh.
gushing out even faster, and she quickly dies.
well,
Well, I am
you
gonna
did it
step on
successfully.
skulls.
Whatever you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Within a few minutes of trying to rouse the others, you are able to get Wesley and Bromir awake, but you quickly realize that no amount of rousing is going to bring Movat back.
I'm gonna, under duress, Spalder's gonna pick Movat up over his shoulder.
Are
While
you going to
he's-
loot his body too?
Or later, yeah, of course.
Spalder is not Movat. Don't project your actions on the
I mean,
You
Spalder.
are over here burning corpses, so are you sure?
Yes.
And we're
It was
all
out of
pirates.
the necessity to
He's doing-
save a life.
And he was saying, "Oh no, not like that. No, stop."
No.
And just like,
Not like this. Not like this.
I started no fire.
yeah.
Okay.
Controlled burns.
I think Bosco has Monty definitely help with carrying Movat
Okay.
as well as like if they're hauling the other.
I mean, you said we're looting the other two bodies.
Movat already moved it over through the afterlife. to the
Okay.
party stash.
As you guys are getting the others roused, you do hear an increase in noise, like clanging of metal in the distance. You hear shouts, alarms. Like there just seems to be, and it's still kind of distant, maybe a couple of blocks away, but it's almost starts out in the background and crescendo. So like by the time everybody's woken up and you're starting to get on the move, it's almost like it sounds like there's a full-blown battle going on in the direction of your ship, roughly.
Well, ship.
Well, ship.
Well, ship.
Better not be our ship.
Oh, ship.
And,
What do you guys do?
Am I going to lose 2 characters in one night?
We can make that happen, Beaver.
That would be a record. 2 characters.
one
I
session.
We're
Yeah.
in no position to start fighting again.
We should probably get.
I'm
we
thinking
should
like
move. We
find
should-
somewhere, hole up, beat the snot out of the guy that's barely alive.
Tev, when you said I was roused, does that mean that I'm at? Like,
Yeah, you would
awake?
come back to 1 HP.
Okay, so I'm
and
at
you would
one.
and you would be awake. Yeah. So Wesley and you both are 1 HP.
Oh, me too.
Um,
You said.
So as you guys wake up, I mean, is there anything going on between the characters at this point? As
We
you
need
like
to
come
move.
to and see what the battlefield is that you were
I
knocked
mean,
out in.
you say we can we can hear, correct?
Yeah, you can hear that
There's
there's
no
some
actual visual signs of what's going on.
not at this point. No, I mean that because there's the roads here are not straight, so it's like
Yeah.
back and forth, so you can't really see much of anything. I would say that there's maybe a little bit more light. Like people have maybe lit a lot of lanterns, or maybe there's a fire somewhere. You're not
Houses on
sure.
fire.
Yeah.
But there is a little bit more light kind of coming up in the distance.
We
Francis.
we should check the ship from a safe distance in
Yeah.
order to see what's going on before we try to find a hole to hide in.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would know because I mean, you've been here for a week and a couple of days, so you would know that there are some buildings nearby that are like 2 stories. If you could get to the roof of them, you would
How
have
far
the
away are
sight
we
line.
from the absent chicken?
The absent chicken would be a little further away, like in the
Okay.
5 to 6 block range. It's like you would basically go past the ship to get there.
Oh, okay.
Wesley, are you trying to recall knowledge here?
No, already know.
Is it misclick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as I guess I'm assuming we haven't like started moving yet, or that's
No,
what
not
we're
yet.
trying to decide. Can I go ahead and cast a heal on Bromir?
Yeah.
Oh, hot heels.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
And I think that is the last of my first level spells. So
Okay.
if
I
we
mean,
can get
Wesley's like bleeding out. He's got an arrow through his chest, and he's
Head,
looking real
it's-
bad. And he casts his last heal on Bromir.
as soon as we get somewhere safe, I mean, I'll try to do a medicine check on myself, but
Spalder starts
Okay.
carrying Movat towards the ship.
Yeah, you guys mentioned trying to find to be able to see the ship from a safe distance. Do you want to try to go to one of these taller buildings that you've seen, or how do you want to, or do you want to just go straight for the ship? How do you want to proceed?
The rooftop would actually probably be a good plan.
Okay, so wait, while we were on the, well, you said everything was happened after we spent time. Never mind.
Yeah, you wouldn't have necessarily seen much from the rooftop, and the one that rooftop is just a 1-story, so it's not that high up. Yeah, I don't think you would have seen anything from there. But yeah, I would say, if you take like 5 to 10 minutes or so, you can eventually get up to a rooftop where you can get a good sight line on the ship at least, and potentially what's going on. Do you guys want to do that?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
stow away
I also wanna
Movat
grab
in
the
a barrel of
clothes.
hay.
Off the orc, since apparently everybody's wearing the same color clothes. I want to coordinate.
Okay. I mean, they're not necessarily the same color, but they are noticeably
same
similar
style, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there, like the city, can we go around a different direction to the ship, like a long way, like if we backtrack?
Possibly. It sounds like the conflict currently is very close to the ship, so there may be a safe avenue. But I think if you guys do go to a high vantage ground, you'd be able to
Okay.
have a better picture of what's going on.
All right. With me being weak, and vomiting as soon as I got up, I'm probably not gonna climb the ladder right now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna chill right here.
Okay, so maybe a few of you kind of stay below with the Tengu, and
I don't think
and,
I'm in any shape to climb.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Spalder
who?
will climb.
Svalder will climb. Anybody else going up?
I mean, y'all can chunk Movat up there. He don't give a shit.
I said I was putting Movat's
Yeah, that's
body
right.
in a barrel of hay.
Barrel of hay.
In this economy?
Check the VOD. It's there.
This economy.
Okay, so Svalder's going up. Anybody else?
I mean,
oh.
we're talking what we got to get 2-3 stories up.
Yeah, there's like a 2-story place here. I mean, I don't think it would be a necessarily difficult climb. Like maybe there's some stairs you can kind of get part of the way up, and then you jump
Okay.
the roof, and then you I don't think it would be
do
that
have a
hard.
grappling hook as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that
And
I would
I kind of
probably-
imagine, yeah, you like work together to, get everybody up there. At this point, time is not like super crunched into turns, so you can take your time and kind of, make it work.
Oh, then, well, no, I stay with the body since we're apparently keeping him alive.
Okay.
Bosco will tell Monty to stay with the others, protect them best you can, and then he'll go up to take a look from the top, even though he can't see shit
So
right now.
yeah, so Svalder and Bosco will ascend. As you get up to the top, you can see that you see immediately out in the bay, there are several ships burning. You kind of like, as soon as you see the ships burning, it's like, oh fuck, which ships are they? You can see that the constellation does not appear to be ablaze right now. It's like maybe 3 ships away from a ship that is on fire. Near the ships that are on fire, you can see several longships. You can't really make out necessarily how many there are, but several longships, the likes of which are used in the land of the Linorm Kings. You can see like fur-clad figures rushing through the streets, and they're just like streaming down the streets. And as you kind of like piece it together, it seems like, I mean, obviously this is some kind of a raid. I don't, Svalder would kind of recognize this pattern. I don't know if Bosco necessarily would, but obviously this is an attack, and it seems like this little group of people was just kind of here to guard the flank and try to like, keep this this thrust safe on the flank. Nice. So I would say both of you could give me a perception check, or let me check and see what your knowledge skills are like.
I have lore warfare.
Oh yeah, that would work for sure. Yeah, warfare or perception or society.
Warfare.
Wow, Bosco.
Nice, dude.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, so you can tell like they're making a push for the south seawall. And you can actually just maybe make out a few figures that are crossing the top of the seawall. And it looks like they're making for Dunrock. And you can kind of see that this whole thing is set up so that the longships can kind of make their landing, and they can do this really fast raid across the seawall. And this was just the edge of it that you're looking at right now.
Cool. I'll point out everything to
From what you can see, it doesn't look like anybody's targeting the constellation. It does happen to be very close to where this raid is landing, but it's not on fire. You don't see any combatants on it, and as the raid continues, it does like there aren't that many people here, so they can't like hold together a whole line. So they're progressing into the city, which does leave behind a little bit of a vacuum. So you could potentially get to the constellation if you wanted to.
Does it look like?
Or
sorry,
go ahead, Swing. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to see the ships that are on fire. Does it look like they're just sporadic ones where they kind of made those long ships made landfall, or like on the shore, or they look like the fires kind of leapt from one ship to the next, and it could trail over towards the constellation? Like, could
It looks like it's probably a mix.
Okay.
It seems like this probably wasn't necessarily intentional that much. Maybe somebody got excited with the raid. Maybe Movat's spirit lives on. Who knows?
Move him.
But well, no, Movat was the fire starter. But I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, it doesn't seem like that was really necessarily a strategic target, but rather just kind of a.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Tom?
Are there more longboats coming in that haven't reached it yet, or are they all pretty much like?
Yeah, great question. There are still some longboats out in the bay at this point. None of it. They're not approaching yet.
How far away are they?
They're not far. Maybe just a few hundred feet out into the water. So they could be, like if they started rowing, they could be at the shore in a matter of like a minute.
Does it just look like they're lined up to kind of hit
Yeah.
the shore, or are they kind of like blockading to kind of catch people as they move?
They're set up to maybe come to shore, probably. Like they're aimed at the shore. I mean, these longships are very, very agile. So because they have a row crew. So they can turn relatively quickly for a ship in this era. But yeah, right now they're set up. It looks like probably to like be a secondary part of the raid.
Could I set a few hundred feet?
Mhm.
What's the max, like the absolute maximum that you can shoot?
With a bow, I think it's like 600.
It's
Longbow?
600 longbow.
Longbow.
Yeah. The Tengu had a longbow.
My weapon infusion allows
ruined
me
it.
to use an elemental blast as if it was a longbow.
Nice.
Could I try to like hit like the hull of one of the longboats?
You could potentially, but I mean, of course, at this point, Svalder does know that these are his people. Do you want to do that?
They're attacking innocents in Svalder's mind.
Okay.
And when he was in Hallgrim, while he did raid, he wasn't very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And like he mainly wanted to prove himself in a means that wasn't plundering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to try to light a fire on one of those ships?
Either light a fire with a fire blast or like smack into the side of the boat and put a hole in it with a chunky
Your arm.
rock with an
Okay.
arm.
Roll me an attack roll with I think it's -10, right, when you're out at max range.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna turn the weapon infusion on so I have it, and set it to volley because it's technically volley. I'm sure he's gonna do like a 2-action one to try and like put as much oomph into it as possible.
Sure.
So with a -10, it will be at a -2.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
17.
So yeah, it goes wide into the water, to no effect.
Okay. He's just gonna take that one crack, and
Okay.
it's like I think we should inform the Hadron. There are more out there, like you said, and probably best to not stay in one spot for too long.
So
You're talking to
you
Hadron or Bosco?
Oh, sorry, Basco. Fuck.
Oh.
I'm staring at Swing, and I said
Yeah.
Hadron. I'm sorry.
Be like, you're shouting at Hadron's downstairs. Oh.
Hadron.
Basco. I mean.
So you recognize these tactics as well? Do you think we could punch through these ships out in the harbor if we were to try to flee?
On our ship, most likely, yes, but like as a party, probably not.
Because it doesn't look like they're targeting the ships from the way they launched from the boats. Some of the ships are caught flame, but it looks to be more kind of adjacent to the main objective, wherever they've left into the town itself. So I think the Constellation may be safe.
And one thing, another thing that Bosco definitely would know with this check is that they don't have the manpower to take the city, and that's not what they're trying to do here. Because like if they, once the city gets its defenders together, they could probably overwhelm this. So this is like meant to be a lightning attack. So it's a
take something.
Yeah, they're here to do something fast and get out. Which I mean, with your check, I'd say that's typical of how how these raiders work. Like they strike, they grab loot, or they grab something important, or they take something important, and they go. Sometimes they take prisoners, sometimes they don't. Just depends.
They're taking the chickens. No,
That's why they're absent.
The absent chicken.
The absent chicken. This happens every week. No. So yeah, he was just gonna like relay that. It's like, you see that not many of them here. They couldn't possibly take the whole city. Then they must be here for something, or just to take. Well, then let's get the others and find someplace safe. Then.
Yeah, We definitely do not have the means to help at this point, but we should move.
Yeah,
think
I'm
we
gonna
should-
go stand behind Swing and kind of point at him,
Mm.
and on my little piece of paper, I'm gonna say, "Dig hole, wait."
Be like, oh, that's
For which one?
For us.
Oh, you want me to dig a hole for us?
Yes, we're gonna hole up and wait.
Okay. Swalder will start doing his base kinesis and start like slowly like moving the
a
earth
foxhole.
out of the way and create
Digging
a
a hole.
hole.
Yes, in a corner, so we can heal and wait. Once
You
he's
think
done
we
with the
can-
hole, I'm actually gonna get in it though.
It's like, you think we could do this on the ship? It seems like they're not attacking the ships directly or boarding them. Maybe if we make it to the ship, we could be safe there with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna point to our dead crew member,
Oh,
and then point to us
that's
and
true.
say, "Let's hold up and wait, since they're not coming this way."
But they could come back this way. just
Yeah,
depending. So
which will have the ambush point then. Not saying that actually, I'm just kind of pondering it over.
They will have the ambush point.
Wow.
okay. Yeah, Bosco thinks this is saying like, I think we should make a run for the ship. We can hole up in the ship, and if anyone were to come, we'd at least have the armaments and the extra manpower on the ship. Plus, there's other supplies there to help those who are wounded, like yourself.
We could throw Movat's body at them as a distraction.
What if
Light
you
him
rigged
on
it with
fire.
explosives?
We just light him on fire and throw him.
Yeah.
Put explosives in his body cavity.
Yeah.
Throw him.
And we summon a shark.
I mean, you got to give them a proper send off.
Yeah.
So I say we make a run for the ship. I mean, let's go down and talk with the rest, and I'll start heading down the stairs or
Okay.
climb down the ladder or whatever to get down to the rest.
Oh, you're still up there? Oh, well, I'm down
Yeah.
the floor with everybody
Yeah,
else.
so you guys.
Oh, I thought you guys were on the roof. Didn't you guys climb?
I didn't
Yeah.
climb.
Yeah.
I
Me
sat
and
down with
Bosco
the,
did.
Has
the
just
half
shouting
dead.
at him.
He was
Yeah, so yeah,
shouting
let's say you
in
guys sync up at
words
the
on
bottom.
paper.
Yeah,
Um,
sticking it.
and you know, have this discussion at the base.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I mean, I vote we hole up and wait. They're here for something. Let them get what they're going, and then we can go back to the ship once they're done.
I say
I
we.
think that's our only option. We die.
We're too wounded. We can get
We
to the
almost
ship.
died.
We can get to the ship. There's
Well, I'm
more
saying we
supplies there.
don't
We
hold
can
up,
help
we die.
those who are wounded on the ship, and if they attack us, it'll be a stronger point which we can defend from.
But we got
Bosco,
to get to
I,
the ship first.
True. But we're not that far away. And he'll look like really squint into the darkness, like, yeah, we're not that far away. Is it? I think it's right there, right?
Yeah, right.
It looked closer on the roof with all that light. It's so dark down here. What are we doing? Oh,
I don't know. I'm going to point at all of our wounds, and then I'm going to double point at our dead crew member, and then I'm just going to be like, wait.
I'm just gonna
Right.
get up while they're all discussing this because time is just ridiculously gone by. I'm just gonna start walking away, and I'm just gonna start looking for somewhere with the open door. Looks like it might be a tavern, someplace to hide in opposite of where they're raiding.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say, you know, part of the reason that the place had gone quiet is because everybody who was nearby, like, started to hear the sounds of this and sought shelter. So as you like are looking in these homes, you know, a lot of it is there's a lot of homes. There are some taverns nearby. Do you want to try to find a tavern? I mean, it may not be one like right next
Something
to you.
public, not somebody's
like a
domicile,
personal home.
not their home. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say probably the closest thing would be maybe like a warehouse. And you do find a warehouse, and it's got, you know, if you open up the door, you see there's a handful of people huddled inside, and they're like, look at you as you step, you know, as you kind of poke your head in, and they're just trying to gauge, like, is this guy here to murder us? You
I
know?
put my hand up
pelted with 10
while I'm
arrows.
while I'm hunched over and bleeding. I put my hand up and say, you know, to say, not here to
Okay.
hurt you.
And they're just huddled, just in sheer terror. They don't like invite you in necessarily, but they don't seem to be. They don't try to stop you either.
I
So they're just
say,
kind of like,
me and my friends, we are wounded. Can we hide here with you?
and one of them's like, okay, yes, just be quick. Don't let them know we're here.
And then I look around the wine thing, and I try and get their attention and wave my hand to have them come over.
Balder's
guys
hand
see-
waves as Bromir waves it for him.
I really thought Tevis was gonna go 5 gold. Do you have? You can
Do you
take
have
it.
5 gold?
I got you 5 gold.
Gold.
5 gold for the night.
Find your own warehouse. Go, go, go. No.
Okay,
no.
so yeah, you guys are all gonna take refuge there in the warehouse.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that'll be
I'll
the
grab our
safest.
little assassin sentry and drag him with us inside.
Yeah,
I'll carry
Bosco,
Movat.
Monty, you'll help carry. I help Salder carry Mobat and everything. So
So go ahead.
I ask, so who is it? You say a woman and a man were in here? I don't
bunch of people.
remember. Just a bunch of people?
Yeah, no, it's just a handful of men, women, and children. There's like 2 kids, 2 women, and 3 men.
It's the night.
Um,
I asked the men and the women if, do either of you know medicine? Do you have any
we don't.
any
don't.
bandages?
And he like looks around, and the others are like, "There's some cloth over there."
I cobble shoes. Not
I wrap the cloth around my wounds.
Okay.
And
Yeah, they do have like the warehouse has some burlap. Not great for wound wrapping, but better than nothing.
I've
and I hand some to Wesley.
I'll break out my healer skit.
Okay. You start working on everybody.
I pull out
Let me
the,
ask you
Wesley's
this.
head.
When will you guys come out? What are you waiting for to come out of the warehouse at this point?
At least
I
10
guess.
minutes.
Commotion to go down.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we're assuming they're running, I don't know. Hell, I'd be happy to wait till daylight.
Hmm.
I say a long rest worth. You know.
A longie? You gonna wait a longie? Okay.
Balder
Um,
sits down next to Wesley and he's like, "Could you help me out too, homie?"
Okay. Let's take a little 5-minute break here. If you guys are good to keep going for another, maybe 20 minutes or so, I think it would be
20
Good.
minutes sounds great. After 10 minutes of taking care of my own wounds,
yeah.
I'm gonna treat wounds on.
I mean 20 minutes in real life.
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
Not me, you know.
I'm. Don't worry, Dom. I'm gonna hero point that one.
Thanks,
Okay.
dude.
I gotta take a little doggy outside, but I will be right back, y'all.
Oh, is that what they're calling it nowadays?
I'm gonna get
Something like that.
Water.
Sorry, Dom.
I mean, you didn't take me down at least, because that
Yeah.
8 would have put me down.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I tried.
So, like, ideally, you should kiss the mind player at the beginning, right?
Where are you in BG3 right
Yeah,
now, Todd?
kiss the mind flayer.
I have a few different characters, but the one I've been playing the most, he's like,
I asked where, not
What?
he's in the Underdark.
You're in the Underdark, right? You're in Act 1 still. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I've been
that's-
playing for like 8 hours too. It's crazy. I've just been exploring, and then like, I went to go find Lazelle's crash or whatever, the Get Yankee Patrol,
Yeah.
and they bodied the fuck out of me. I was level
Yeah.
4.
They're
I-
freaking.
I mean, they bodied me.
Mm.
Like, so,
I
and then
feel
I
your
was like, ah,
pain.
fuck. So I like
mean-
reloaded my save and went and explored around, and then pretty much
Thanks.
couldn't find much else.
I can send you some builds that I used. If you want
Yeah,
to try
sure.
them out.
I'm down. I really like the Warlock dude.
Will's fucking lame. He was my least favorite.
I just like the class.
Oh, I mean,
Like he rapes fairies with the Eldritch Blast.
My main character was 6 paladin, 3 warlock, 3 fighter. I had Will as 10 storm sork and 2 cleric, the storm cleric, whatever it is. I had Karlak as
Carlack's my
2
favorite.
yeah, Karlak was the best character.
No,
She's
I love
hot.
him.
She's
Especially
hot.
when you go fight the paladins of Zeradon. She's like, I'm not going back, and goes on engagement. That shit was.
I made Karlak 2 barb, 3 rogue, and the rest monk, so 7 monk. Yeah. And then I made Shart just full cleric. War priest cleric. Fuck whatever she was originally.
Talking about Shadow.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Shart. Yeah, Shart.
Oh, did she start out as a cloistered? I didn't know that.
Oh, I hate that fucking nickname for her.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Shadowheart was one of my favorite characters, and she had a great story.
Yes.
Her quest line is sick. But
I romanced the hell out of her.
oh yeah, me too.
Hello.
Multiple
Hello.
times.
I'm a
Who
red
did we
dragonborn,
romance
and
the hell out of?
I'm fucking with Zell right now because I felt like it was appropriate.
Shadowheart.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't really get into Pokemon much.
Blah.
Ha! I didn't actually romance Shadowheart. I was, I was.
I'm
Stupid.
romancing to get the Yankee right now. I guess
Mm-hmm.
we're just kind
Yeah, I
of
did.
fucking.
I did romance the Lae'zel. It was a good Lae'zel. No.
I'm not giving it to you.
Okay. All
That
right.
was
Well,
lazy.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so you guys, you do complete a long rest in the warehouse. I'm assuming you kind of, set up a watch schedule. You're careful, but nobody comes to mess with the warehouse at all.
So if you're dead and you long rest, are you still dead?
You're still dead at the
Just
end of
check.
the long rest. Yeah,
Just double dead.
How does one long rest?
There's a button in
There's
utility.
It's a
The
little.
little bed one?
Yeah, it's the bed one.
Rest for the night is what it's called. Yeah, it's not actually called long rest. That's
shit on.
the 5e term.
Really? 2 points.
It's equal to your con mod. That's how much
Yeah.
HP you get back.
But
That's broken.
I mean, I guess Wesley would get. He would get a lot of treat wounds checks, right? It's once an hour without continual recovery,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
but he's going to be resting himself.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it while I'm resting, right?
No,
Because
I'd say
resting is resting.
I'd say you can make 3 treat wounds checks for your long rest.
Does that include the 2 that I've already done? I guess
No, three more.
3 more. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will try Vermeer. No. Spaldier again.
Nice. Fucking nice, homie.
Yeah.
I thought if you've already treated wounds, there was a time frame before you could do it again.
It's an hour, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
1 hour.
Oh, it's
You
an
rested.
hour. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
All right, so everybody else is pretty. I'm gonna hit myself one more time.
Where is hell on the map?
Barely injured.
In the house.
Oh, I see him.
Oh,
You should touch hair.
yeah. Okay, I didn't realize. He wasn't with the rest.
Yeah, somebody should really heal
Last
Mobat. He said
one.
0. Too soon?
Nice.
Oh, nice heal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you get 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys wake up, after you're kind of doing these heals as you can, while you're also getting your rest, and so after the long rest has passed, um, it's basically like dawn. The light is just starting to come up. You can still hear the sounds of activity, but it's definitely shifted tonally. Like there's a lot less, over the night, like the sounds of combat diminished a lot and it almost got kind of quieter, but you still heard quite a bit of like boot steps, like heavy thud of, people moving together. So it's like, there's something going on, but it sounds like the sounds of resistance diminished, basically, at least where you're at. And then it got unnaturally quiet because everybody is like taking cover, like you guys are. Anybody who's not wanting to take any part in this is just taking cover. So yeah, dawn comes. You're feeling a lot better. You're still in this warehouse. You don't really know what's going on outside. What do you guys do?
I think Swaller's gonna like poke his head out, see if he can hear any continued fighting.
Okay. Poke your head out. You can just make out the sun on the horizon. The big orange ball. It's just starting to, lights coming up over, so it's still got that kind of gray look. You don't see anybody immediately. You could kind of maybe walk around the corner if you feel comfortable doing that and peek around.
Yeah, I'll take a look around.
Okay. As you venture out, you do spot movement of these warriors that now, with the light of day, you easily recognize as your people. By the way they move, by the way they walk, by the way they talk. And now they're moving casually, talking casually. They're not in as much of a rush as they were last night. You see a few of them are carrying heavy leather sacks. Eventually you see some people like with almost kind of a makeshift litter, and there's like a big crates that they're carrying between like 4 people, big heavy crates, and they're all like heading back toward the docks at this point.
How many are there?
What you see is like maybe they're moving past you, and you see maybe 20 people go by in a span of a couple of minutes. As you're watching, you spot a familiar figure. It's a man, a human man with long dark hair and a long scar on the side of his face.
Swaller will just kind of like mutter under his breath. And try to slink away before anyone notices him.
Okay.
Back into the warehouse.
Okay. And they nobody seems to notice you. They seem to be intent on taking these goods back to the longships, presumably to leave. As far as you could tell from this brief little foray, it looks like this was a very successful raid for them, and they're about to make their exit. I mean, from your history with them that typically, like, they didn't come here from Hallgrim like in a day, right? They would have sailed most of the way. They would have made landing somewhere nearby, set up a camp. So when they leave here, they're probably going to go to that camp, rest up. It's been a long day and night for them too. Once they rest up, then they're going to probably make their way back if they're done raiding. I mean, sometimes they'll raid like several places in sequence.
Right.
But usually they'll have they'll set up a beachhead or sort of a base of operations nearby. That's like far enough away that they're not going to randomly get found by the enemy navy, but close enough that it's not that much work to get here.
Bosco, did you see like a hard number of longships?
He wouldn't have seen a hard number. It would have been maybe in the 10 to 15, maybe like a sizable raid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can relay that. It's like I saw a handful of they had emptied onto the shore, but there are some out in the harbor. I could not make out if they were more longships or not. But a good
Oh.
handful, yes.
We might need to wait a moment. There's a good number of them carrying quite a bit of goods back towards where I can assume their ships are.
Okay.
We could trail behind them as they move at a sizable distance, or we can continue to wait here.
If they're all returning to their ships, then how long do you think? Do you think it'd be too much longer before they're all heading out, or do you think they would do much more damage on their way out as well?
I'm sure if they're coming only for these goods, they're probably not going to touch anything else unless provoked.
Okay, then. Well, let's
I
not
think
provoke them then.
when we have the moment, we can get back to the ship, try to get some information from our Tengu friend, and then possibly talk to the captain about finding their beachhead, their battle stations, their camp.
There.
Swaldir, why do we want to find their camp?
If we want to get these goods back, we could take the goods under our own with the captain.
Well, definitely with the firepower from our ship. Looking at those longboats, they don't have much in the way of cannon to match what the Constellation has, so I think we could definitely
Avenge me.
And we can avenge Movac.
Avenge.
Movac.
Svalder get like the hairs on the back of
Yeah.
Svalder's neck raised.
You would pick the haunted warehouse, Jesus. So are you guys gonna watch them depart at a safe distance, or do you stay in the warehouse?
I think we should move, but stay far enough away, but start heading towards the ship.
Yes, I agree with this. And come, Monty, and we'll grab Mobot's
Corpse.
body.
I thought you said, come Movac.
Cadaver. Okay. You guys make your way out carefully, slowly, and you can almost feel the weight of this raid receding. Like, even already as you get back out, there's fewer people. It's more of a trickle as more and more of these raiders are returning to their ships, and as you kind of get a view on the actual pier or the docks, you can see a lot of the longships are already out in the harbor. There are still a handful, like maybe 4 or 5 longships still, and they're just beached, right? They just, like, in places, some places they came up to the pier, some places where they just came up on the land. The ones that are still here are just basically beached, and that's one of the big advantages of the longship design, is you can just go right up on the land.
Yeah.
And so they're, a couple of them are shoving off right now. They're getting all the warriors back on. One of them, you notice, actually 2 of them, they seem to be loading up a line of prisoners, and they're all sort of shackled together in this big long chain of prisoners. Maybe it's like 10 and 10 and 10
Them's Tovam.
sets of prisoners. None of them are Tovam.
Okay.
As you watch on, you can see about 10 of the longships are out in the bay right now, and they're just sort of in formation, like in a protective formation, to make sure nobody does like a retaliation attack against those that are still launching, but also like preparing to leave. And as you look out into the bay, you see this gargantuan lizard-like creature just kind of like rise up out of the water in this sinuous line and just kind of lazily floats back and forth between the ships. as almost as if to say, like, don't try anything stupid, to the defenders of Vyre. And of course, Svalder immediately recognizes Boiltongue, the Craglenorm. And as you're watching and looking on in these 3 rows of 10 prisoners, you see amongst their number Decius, the second mate of your constellation. You see Hollister, and you see Rain. Those 3 are shackled together in these prisoners as they load them up onto the long ships and launch.
Oh shit.
And that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Well, now we have to follow.
Run to the
I
dang
hate you. Not really, but
Hey, we solved the problem of the star fragments, right? Decius isn't here anymore.
Yeah.
Boom.
man, it looks like we got some positions opened up for the crew.
Yeah, second
Some
mate.
promotion options.
Okay, great stuff, guys.
There were some
Um,
demotions too.
Yeah, you are. I mean, this was. We got through quite a bit here. That combat was. I mean, it was meant to be a challenging combat already, but then I rolled like 4 or 5 natural 20s, which is just insane.
I'm gonna have to ask you not to do that in the future.
Well,
Which, like-
look, you guys just need to not jinx my Barghest rolls, and we'll be fine. This won't
You
happen.
know, like,
Jinx
I-
crap.
When I
I mean,
walked up
that's
to the chick who stabbed Bromir
Mm.
and knocked her out in one go, I was like, "We're
Easy game.
good.
Yeah,
Easy
he's
game.
like, oh, we got this.
Yes.
Moab's
Yeah, when I was
gonna
able to
come back
grapple
up.
right away, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna get Movat back up. We're gonna sweep house. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh,
It's not
well.
But yeah, you guys are going to pick up a clean 260 experience from tonight's session, which means you will all level to 2nd level. Yay, level 2. So yeah, I mean, like I mentioned before, I kind of imagined your 1 week downtime might be when your characters are kind of figuring out what these dedications are, they're learning these tricks or whatever. And in the heat of this moment is when they kind of awaken and you come into them and are able to use them. So everybody can go ahead and level up to 2. And
Should be
we will-
1140 is what we should have.
Yeah, so
Level 2,
Yeah.
140.
Oh, well, yeah, 140, but yeah.
yeah, as soon as you get to 1,000, you just reset to 0, carry over whatever else you gained, and increase your level. So, level 2, 140 experience. And our next session is scheduled to be the 29th of December. Is everybody good for that? I think I'm good for that.
I
I think
will.
I'm good for that.
I'm leaving on the 29th to go to Louisiana. It's gonna depend on if Jean has to work, whether or not I'll be available. If she's off on that Friday, then I should be good to go. If she has to work, I probably won't because I'll be on the road.
Yeah,
Either way, I will not be able to stream. But as soon as I
Okay.
know,
It's fine. I can do the stream next time. It's
Okay.
no biggie.
I will
Don't
have my
forget to,
laptop and stuff regardless.
Yeah.
I believe that is in the holiday hours, and I think that is going to make my schedule change. I can double check everything real fast.
Okay.
So 29th, I am working, and I'm off the 30th. So yeah, I'm good to go.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're aiming for the 29th for the next session, and let's end the stream there.
Thanks
Chris,
for coming out, everybody.
Thanks everybody
Yeah.
for coming out.
Thanks,
Great
guys.
stuff.
Thanks to Dom for reaching into the abyss and saving Luke and myself on
Yeah.
Discord.
Right?
And screw
Yeah.
you guys for letting me die.
Look, there's only so much I
You
can
did
do,
it to
okay?
yourself. He
Our
said go
fault.
away, and you could have been like,
died.
yeah, okay, I'll go
Oh.
away.
I did cast a heal on you.
I wasn't talking to you, Chris. I was talking to
Okay.
everybody
I
else.
could only make
Did
it
you
to
end the
Grumman.
session?
Good night, everybody.
All right. Stopping the stream in 3, 2, 1.
Bye bye.